Good evening, everyone. And look who's backstage in his dressing room, waiting to go out to Eddie Earn's garden in the ring. It's Stan the man. How you doing, Stan? Hope you're well, mate.
I'm good, mate. And you know what? Hello, everyone, as well in the chat. I'm really looking forward to this one, Tel. Really am.
Yeah. Listen, I'm really. We haven't seen a lot of boxing for ages, so I'm up for this one. Can't wait for it. Going to be a great fight. You got the Taylor fight first. That's going to be a great fight. Really hard. Fought one in the first fight between Taylor and Persoon, I think her name is, and then obviously you got Dillian Whyte versus, I'm going to struggle with this name. Go on, I'll let you say it.
Povetkin. I don't know his first name. Povetkin. So yeah, I mean, this is going to be a great fight. Welcome everyone. Welcome to Claude and the Banstas for this live watchalong of the boxing. Matchroom, Eddie Earn in his back garden. I'm quite surprised we didn't get an invite, to be honest, Stan. I know. I mean, I'm just looking at it now. It's a massive. That's a big garden, isn't it? I wouldn't want to mow that lawn at all. Take the wood.
I don't think he mows it himself, mate. That's for sure. Let's say hello to a few people that's in the chat. We've got Chaos, Steve Harris, David, Uncle Bunker, Mike, Arsenal Maniac, Omar, Lee. Arsenal, mate, there's loads in there, Stan. They're all saying Stan the man. Stan the man's here, Arsenal Maniac saying.
All right, lads.
Lee saying Dillian will destroy Povetkin. Light work. Hopefully. Listen, I think we're all behind Dillian Whyte. He really deserves a title shot, let's be honest. So if he wins this and Tyson wins his one, look, it's got to happen. I know that obviously. Is it? I mean, I don't know if it's still true. Is it still true that Wilder's pulled out of the fight?
No, last I heard that is the Fury Wilder fight is happening, and then it's the day after that happens, the WBC are going to put in a mandatory fight between Dillian Whyte and the winner. That's the last thing I heard. Yeah, which just is. But again, like everybody wants to see the AJ Fury fight, don't they? So.
I do, Stan. But for me personally, I was always behind Fury in the Wilder fight. So I said in both fights that he was going to win. The first one, let's be honest, he won it hands down anyway. Apart from that bomb of a punch, which Wilder threw, it was in the 11th or 12th round. You know what I mean? I think it was the 11th. It was fantastic. But to see Tyson Fury get up like the Undertaker. You know what I mean? And just say, is that all you've got, basically? Do you know what I mean? It was absolutely fantastic. And then being out in LA, being out in LA, Los Angeles, what am I talking about? Las Vegas, being out in Las Vegas and watching it live, mate, it was absolutely unbelievable. And Fury absolutely dominated him again. And going into I think that fight will be all over again. The third fight will be Fury. And I don't think AJ would be able to survive against him, Stan. If me being honest, I don't know about you.
Because AJ's got another. He's got a mandatory as well, hasn't he? Who's he got? I can't remember the guy's name. Slipping my mind. But he does have another mandatory. So I mean, a lot of things can happen before we get to Fury and AJ, right? You know, one of them could have a slip up and be out of the picture.
Yeah, no, exactly. If it only takes a loss from someone who's not got their head in the game properly.
They're saying in the box there, Pulev is fighting, isn't he? Pulev.
Yeah, Pulev. That's it. Yeah, sorry, Pulev. Well said, Sam. Yeah, and Shameson. Yeah.
So the thing is, though, I think the thing that everybody is trying to get towards, and I think especially for the fans, I don't know how you feel, Tel, I want to see a unified heavyweight champion of the world. Yeah. I want to see one boxer. Because there's so many belts now, right? There's so many belts. I want to see one man holding all the belts. Do you know what I mean? Like top of the pile.
No, exactly. This is the reason why a lot of people went off of boxing anyway. To be honest, because let's be honest. After sort of you had the Benz, the Eubanks, Collins, and all that, it sort of went downhill a little bit for a while. You know what I mean? There weren't that great fighters coming through. There weren't that great fights on TV. There's a lot of hugging. And people were actually picking their fights, if you know what I mean, to run onto the belt longer and not actually going for the main fights like you just said. At the end of the day, no matter what sport you're in or what sport we're watching, you want to see the best against the best. And that's how it should be. That's how it should be in my eyes. You know what I mean? There shouldn't be all this, oh, no, I don't want to fight him yet. Do you know what I mean? Let's wait until after this one and let him try and beat that first and all that. No, sod all that. You know what I mean? If you're a boxer and you want to be the best, you should fight the best to show you're the best. And that is what Tyson Fury does in my eyes, Stan.
Yeah.
So Claude will be on in about 20 minutes, mate. He'll be on in about 20 minutes. Go on, Stan. What was you going to say, mate?
I was just looking at Anita saying who would win in a boxing match between Terry and Stan?
Stan easy, Anita.
Advantage.
Stan easy. I mean, you can't really tell on screen, but I mean, when you look down now, my legs are just here. I'm like a midget, to be honest. I won't be able to reach Stan. So
you'll have to stand on a box or a bucket or something.
I need yellow pages.
Have you ever actually, like when you were younger, have you ever done sparring or boxing or anything like that?
You know what? I never ever done boxing or anything, Stan, until unfortunately we lost my mother-in-law a few years ago now, and I've done a boxing match for charity because over here in England, I don't know if you heard of it. You do, what's it called? It's called white collar boxing.
No. What is that?
Boxing, and it's like a charity for that people do to raise money for cancer. So they do, like, they put on a boxing, they get a big boxing ring, they get all the boxing people, they get the DJs, they get the lights, and they put on like a big proper boxing event, and then you can get your family and friends to buy tables and things like that. Obviously all the money goes towards the charity. So
how many rounds was it?
It was only 3. It was only 3, and I'll tell you what. 3 rounds of 3 minutes.
Okay.
And you think, oh, it's nothing.
No, I've done it, mate. I know. I've done it in the army, mate. I'm telling you. It's not. I'm telling you. They make you do it. I didn't want to do it. They do this thing, right? When I was in the army, they get you. They pair you up. They pair you up with someone who's roughly your, your height and build, and you do. I think it was 3 1-minute rounds. They call it milling. They don't call it boxing, they call it milling. You do like 3 1-minute rounds. I'm telling you, mate. I mean, at the end of that, I was wiped.
Yeah.
Wiped. So I don't know how it's, when you see these guys doing 3-minute rounds and they're going over like 12 rounds, like the stamina. Do you know what I mean? And obviously when I was doing it, it's not like, it weren't tactical. I mean, me and the other guy couldn't box. There was none of that, As soon as the bell went, the guy come running out towards me.
The thing was with me, Stan, was that obviously what it is that you go down there on like just before and you go and sign up, and basically you spar with all the people and you fight one of the people that you're sparring with. So you get sort of like 10 weeks training. Just before I carry on, Ian Barton, how you doing, mate? Hope you're well. Let us know how you're doing, because I know you weren't too good yesterday, but I hope you're feeling better, Ian. Thanks for coming over and watching again, mate. So you like I just said, there was only me and this other geezer that was the same height. Where I'm a midget, do you know what I mean? He was like a midget too. So it was just, even though we were sparring with each other, we fought each other and all. We knew that was going to happen because we're the same sort of height and size and things like that. You know what I mean? So like you sort of try and guess what you're doing. Like, you know what I mean? You try and pick up what they're doing for the 10 weeks and things like that. But I must admit, as soon as the bell went, oh, bloody hell, we come straight out and he caught me with a good shot. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. And that sort of woke you up. And then he sort of ducked, and as he ducked, he sort of went in with his shoulder into my rib. And I think I broke my rib that night. You know what I mean? I had to bloody stop for a second because it winded me. But I put the work in, don't get me wrong. I was training 4, 5, maybe 6 nights a week.
Oh, yeah?
So, yeah, right, really good. I was doing like...
Did you run after a chicken?
Listen, I was going to bed with I had a tiger in my ears. That's all what was on, mate. Do you know what I mean? But no, it was a really good night. I mean, thank you, Dad, for sticking up for me. That's my dad, by the way. He put Defo was the best fight of the night. Thanks, mate. Yeah, so it was really good, mate. But like I'll tell you what. For 3 minutes and 3 rounds, I the thing was, is that after I'd done that, it was really hard. Don't get me wrong. Do you know what I mean? And then what we done was a few of us got back together and we went and watched the next lot.
Yeah.
About 6 months later, we went and watched the next lot. But going to watch them lot, I was standing there thinking, I'm glad I weren't fighting these people because they was like all fitness people, right? They had like 6 packs and muscles and God knows what. But then when they got into the fight, Stan, they done the first round and they couldn't get up again.
Well, they're blown out.
Just blowing out because obviously they're doing all the muscle work. You know what I mean? You'd think they're, you know what I mean? They was fit. They looked the bollocks. Do you know what I mean? You'd think they'd be able to go out and have a fight in that. But I'm telling you, I think 2 out of the fights, out of about 10 fights, after the first round, they couldn't get back up. They was blowing too much. So they had to end the fight.
Can I just answer a question here? Mike England is asking me what mob I was with in the army. I was in the, Mike, I was in the Royal Green Jackets. But they got disbanded now. Royal Green Jackets and light infantry. They now are called the. I think they're just called the Rifles. The Rifles. They like amalgamated and put them together. So my unit don't even exist anymore. But I tell you this story, right? So about this thing in the army that I did with the boxing, right? So they took us over to the gym. They said, right, we're going to do like this thing, milling, boxing. I never done it before, right? And as we were like getting into the gym, I heard this guy, right, who I kind of thought we were friends. He's in the same platoon and that. I kind of thought we got on. And I overheard him say to someone that he hoped that he got paired up with me. And I remember thinking to myself, like, I thought me and you was like, cool. And we did. We got paired up together. So as I say, like, they ring the bell for the first round. And before I can even like understand what's happening, he's come running out the corner, man, wailing. He's come into me and he knocked me down onto one knee. And I've gone down to one knee and they pulled him back. And I'm thinking to myself, like, what's up with this guy? And I've got up again. As soon as I've got up, he's back on me again, knocked me down onto one knee. But this time I got proper vexed. I got annoyed now. But it really, like, I was annoyed. So that's the thing. That's why I can't box, because I have to have the hump with you.
Yeah.
I have to actually have the hump with you to start getting into a fight.
I know what you mean.
I ended up winning that one because I got up the second time and I just like
lost it.
I was getting with bare hands and trying to bite him and everything.
Oh God, mate!
I do respect like professional boxers. I mean, someone said it in the chat box earlier. I mean, at the end of the day, no one likes getting punched in their face, do they? I know I don't. I try to rule that out of my day if I can. Getting punched in the face. So
exactly. And big up. Listen, I mean, I know a lot of fighters go through it, but big up Tyson Fury. You know, he's got mental health problems. Who put on what? I mean, a good 10 stone overweight at one stage. You know what I mean? He was going off the rails and things like that. And then one day, like he said, he just got up and said, "That's enough is enough. I need to get back into shape, get back into the gym." And look what's happened. You know what I mean? He's brought himself right back in there, and now he's the world champion again, Stan.
Yeah. And if you think about it in another perspective, the amount of weight that he lost is just a little bit under how much I weigh as a person.
Mad, isn't it? Absolutely mental. And here he is. Here's the legend. We've got Claude. Claude, how you doing, mate? Hope you're well.
Yeah, Terry, where's this boxing? What channel?
I can't get it on there, mate. I've been messaging. I can't get it, so I've had to get it myself.
Oh, what is it? It's supposed to be a box office.
Yeah, it's on bloody box office. So it's supposed to be on one channel, and I can't get it on there at the minute. So, David, it said, "Tell, was the bathroom finished?" Not just yet, mate. The plastering's all done now. The clearing up's all done. 3 lots of paint's gone on today, and I just need to do 1 more lot tomorrow, and then it's the start of plumbing everything in, mate, and putting a few tiles on and a bit of cladding. So thanks for asking. But yeah, Lee's put, Didion is in the best shape of his life, 19 pounds lighter than in his last fight in Saudi Arabia. Yeah, I see him at his weigh-in yesterday. He looks absolutely in phenomenal condition. So fingers crossed he does the business, because we all want to see the biggest fights, don't we, Stan?
Yeah. What do you, we've not actually said, how do you think it's going to go then this evening?
Do you know what? I've got a funny feeling. I don't know why, but I've got a funny feeling that he's going to come out and storm it. I think he's going to.
Don't they? Both of these boxers move forward and box, don't they?
Yeah, I've got it. I've got it on normal one.
On what normal?
On Sky Box Office. I paid for it.
Okay. All right. So you'll have to tell us, isn't it?
Yeah.
What about you? You got it?
Yeah, I've got it on the Canadian cable here.
I could search for it on the stream, couldn't I?
Yeah, have a look on Twitter. If anyone's got
I've got one.
Oh, Stan, send it to Claude. Yeah, so getting back to it, Stan, I think I've got a funny feeling that Dillian Whyte will come straight out. He ain't going to want to go all right to the later rounds. I think he's going to want to try and get this done early. I'm going to go by the 4th, maybe 5th round, Dillian knockout. Stan, what about you?
I think they're both hard nuts, right? And they both like to move forward. Neither one of them, does all that float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. None of them dance, do they? They're both big lumps. And I just think that if it gets into like the last 3 rounds, that's when I would worry for Dillian Whyte, because he runs out of steam a little bit near the end of his fights in the past. Do you know what I mean? He uses so much energy and he don't back off. Last 3 rounds, if it's going to the last 3 rounds, it could, it could be a little bit dodgy for him, I think. But obviously I want Dillian to win. And I'm going to send this, try and find a link here for Claude.
Here
we go.
Who do you fancy? What do you think, Claude?
Hey?
What do you think?
Well, I think he'll definitely win, isn't it? He's got to win, isn't he?
Well, he's got to win. Yeah, he's got to win to keep up with the.
I think 3rd round. I'm going 3rd round knockout.
Oh, excellent. What did you say, Stan?
I didn't actually I didn't actually predict it. I think it might go. I think it's going to might go into the later rounds. But yeah, I'm going to predict a Dillian Whyte win because I want him to win.
Yeah. David said, you changed your mind on the tiles after seeing the new Arsenal strip. Laugh at that. I was going to buy a few Arsenal tops and then just put them up instead of tiling because that'd be easier. But I don't think I get paid for it.
Claude, I've just sent you a link, Claude, on the Claude and the Bansta's message on Twitter.
What?
I've just sent a link to you on Twitter.
Oh, what on my DM?
Claude and Bansta's.
Did you send it on my DM?
It's on Twitter. Just go on your Twitter, Claude.
Yeah, DM or normal?
Normal, innit? Or have you done a personal message?
I sent it to the Claude and the Bansta's DM.
Okay.
What we got here? Anita said, "Did you ever find out what issue he had with you, Stan?"
I don't know. I never found out actually. He was a little skinny fucker. This guy, Richard Stokes, his name was. I always remember that. But it just threw me the way that I heard him say that he wanted to get paired up with me. And I see you asked like what happened afterwards. I never had anything to do with him after that. His card was marked.
Sam says Povetkin is hard as nails.
Yeah.
Uncle's grunt said it's going to go to decision.
I think it might as well, actually. I think it might go to a decision.
Yeah. Danny, how you doing, mate? Hope you're well. He says Whyte to win TKO round 5 is going the same as me. We've got a legend in the house, another legend, John Wayne. John Wayne, howdy guys, he says.
Howdy.
Alexander, I hope you're well, Alexander. I hope you're well. He says, how much is PPV for this bout, folks? In England, I think it's 20 quid. I didn't see how much it was, but I think it's 20 quid. Yeah, 1999, Lee said, Alex. TTV N7 Gamer 69. Thank you for your super chat and sticker, mate. Really appreciate that. Pa says, Hope Povetkin KOs him cold.
Wow.
Jacob's going round 3 Whyte.
You know what I think about Dillian Whyte as well? I think a while back, and he didn't really have much of a fan base. A lot of people didn't really kind of seem to warm to Dillian Whyte. But I think recently, I think he's managed to turn it around now. You know, with the way that he keeps getting overlooked and he keeps battling on.
Yeah,
I think he's won over a lot more fans recently than he had, if you know what I mean. I think a lot of people kind of thought he was a bit cocky.
Do you know what?
He just says what he thinks, doesn't he? He kind of says what he thinks. He don't sort of like pull his punches when he's talking. And I think some people didn't like him for that. But I think he's won people over.
Mm. No, listen, I've always liked Dillian Whyte. A lot of people, like you said, you know, I don't think they get his banter sometimes. I think that's what it is. He's got a lot of banter. He's a really nice fella, I think, Dillian Whyte. And it is a shame that he hasn't. Look, I think the last time he fought AJ, he was unlucky. To be honest, he caught him with a good couple of punches in one round, and he had him on the ropes, AJ. So I would love to see that fight again. Look, I'm going to be honest. I don't against AJ. I think it could be another cracker. It could go either way at the moment with the way AJ is that fight. But there's no one beating Tyson Fury at the moment for me. No one whatsoever.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. I think he's fought Wilder twice now, and he dealt with them both times, I think. And Wilder, mate, you take one of them punches, that's it, mate. You're out for the week. Oh, George, let us know what unit you was in, mate. You didn't tell me.
Alexander, thank you for your generosity again, mate. He's give us a super chat, Claude. He said, Claude, go do PPV for the fight, mate, on me.
Hey?
He said, go and do PPV. He wished he could, but he hasn't got Sky, unfortunately, Alex.
Oh, 1 minute. Might have to get on here.
I'm
looking, mate. I'm looking.
Some people
can't the fight on the screen.
Are they out yet, Terry? Are they out or not?
Oh, no, it don't come on until later on, Claude.
Oh, right. So who's fighting now then, Tel?
It's just an undercard at the moment. We're waiting for the main card, which the first fight will be Jack Cullen versus Zach Chelly. We'll be talking about...
When are the two birds fighting?
You make it sound like they're in a bar pulling each other's hair and that.
Listen, I told you, that's on Plenty of Fish, Claude. That's on Plenty of Fish, mate. There ain't no birds fighting here.
Oh.
I said that's on Plenty of Fish. There ain't no bloody birds fighting here. What are you talking about?
There's two birds fighting here. Kate and someone.
Yeah.
Hello and welcome back to episode 6
That's me.
and last time out in
I don't know what I've lost you. What's happened there, mate?
Away at Watford. We had
He's watching the FIFA stream,
which was much needed.
What are you doing, Claudio?
He's watching the FIFA rebuild.
Right?
What, you want to sack him on screen? Is that what's going on?
Cool, you got to watch it. You've got to watch it to the end. We had a good result. We had a good result there, man.
For anyone who don't know what we're talking about, Stan does our FIFA Arsenal rebuild, Claude's Arsenal rebuild, and it's on 6 episodes now. So if you want to talk about, go and give it a watch on our YouTube channel. Claude loves it. Look, he's frozen, but look at his face. He absolutely loves it. Look. So go and give it a follow, a watch, and let Stan know if he needs to make any changes or you know what players to bring in. This is the feedback we're after, isn't it, Stan?
Yeah, it's going pretty good as well. And then I'm getting used to what it is, right, Tel? They made me put it up a level and a difficulty level. I played the first game on semi-pro, smashed it, and everyone's like, "No, you've got to put it up another level, Stan." So I've just managed to get to grips with it now. After a few games, I've been like practicing another message. You've got to put it up again now. So I think everyone just wants to see me get my pants pulled down on FIFA.
You know what it is, don't you? Is that you're doing too much of a good job at the moment, and that's not realistic like Arsenal at the moment. So they need you to go up a level so that when you start losing, they start having a go at you to say come down a level against that.
Yeah, exactly. Then they can start trending Stanley out on Twitter. That's what they want to do it for. So, Harry, let's have a quick bit of Arsenal a minute. I wanted to ask you about this Gabriel malarkey. I mean, are you getting fed up with it as much as I am, or are you cool with it all? Because I'm tired of these updates. Do you know what I mean? It's like, you know, what is it?
You're trying to see my face. What are you trying to say? You're trying to see my face. No, listen. I know what you mean, mate. I don't really look. If I'm really being honest, I don't really buy into all these transfer rumours all the time and all that rubbish. I mean, all this clickbait. Really, that's one of my pet hates, to be honest. You know what I mean? When he's going to sign, he's going to sign, he's going to sign, and you know what I mean? It's never true. Like for instance, the Sancho one, right, for Man United.
Yeah.
All I see all over the place is we've signed him. He's coming to Old Trafford. He's got the Man United top. You know what I mean? Let's go out and buy it. What's a load of old shit? Do you know what I mean? Wait until you see it. Wait until you see him at Old Trafford with the top on, signing that bit of paper, and then you can celebrate.
Sorry,
Do you know what I mean?
when are these two birds flying?
They're fighting just before the main event, mate. Probably about 11 o'clock, I would say.
Katie something, isn't it? Katie.
Yeah, it's not mud wrestling, Claude, all right? It's not mud wrestling. It's proper boxing.
Yeah, no, but I just wonder. I'm trying to get it on that Bean Sports, but I don't think they're doing it, are they?
Did you try the one that I sent you?
Yeah, but it keeps giving me I press it and they're giving me nude women. I ain't
nude women.
I don't know what.
I sent you the wrong link, Claude.
You sent in the right stream, Stan. You sent in the right stream.
Every time I press one, it's giving me a nude women.
They're just showing Katie Taylor at this precise moment in the dressing room.
Do you know what? I actually don't like women. I don't like female boxing, to be honest with you. Especially like when they start getting like a bit smashed up and they've got a bit of blood and all that. I don't like it. I don't know why. I don't know.
Do you remember the UFC one, Stan?
What's that?
You remember the UFC one where she looked totally different, like an alien?
Yeah.
Unbelievable, mate. That is unbelievable. Oh, there you go, Stan.
Right, mate.
I think he means the women one.
Of course he does. Of course he does. Send me that link.
What was I going to say? Yeah, that's it. Cole, Joanna versus Lee in the UFC. If anyone hasn't watched it and you like a bit of fighting, I'll tell you what, this is gruesome. It's absolutely gruesome. It's 5 rounds of absolute brutality between 2 women, honestly. And not one of them, not Dan. Like, I don't mean not that. What I mean is like knocked out or anything like that. Do you know what I mean? It's just absolutely unbelievable. And one woman's face turns out to be like an alien at the end of it. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
The nude women one, he said. Nick said, "Evening, Claude. What you drinking, mate?"
Well, I couldn't find that what bottle of wine I like because I've gone to Jack Daniels and Coke at the moment.
Oh,
do you like beer or lager, Claude, or are you more of a wine?
Oh, hold on, I've got a fight here, but I don't think it's the same thing, is it? Oh no, I'm not sure. It's Maxi. What's this?
If Claude can't get the boxing stream, we're going to have to stick him in a taxi with a ladder. Send him.
I'm not sure if it's American or English.
We put him in a taxi with a ladder, send him down to Eddie Earn's gaff, and he can like watch it over the fence in his garden.
Did you see that, Stan?
What's that?
Can you read that?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh no, I can't put that one up. CG said, Claudio, just for you, they'll be fighting in their beachwear for you. Laugh out loud.
Yeah, all right.
I want to see them in their beachwear, but instead of boxing, they've got feather dusters and they're like chasing each other around and tickling each other. I'd watch that.
See who can laugh first. R21 says Claude looks so swag in them headphones.
Yeah, listen.
21 says Claude looks so swag in them headphones.
Yeah, can you hear me?
It's the feedback on your headphones again. It's all right. I can hear you now. It's fine.
Yeah. Let me try that again. I'll try the link again, man. Who's fighting now at the moment? So
no one's fighting now. It just finished at the undercard. We're just waiting for the next fight now.
Okay, all right. So I've got time to get this fight up, haven't I?
Yeah. Go on, mate. We've got loads of time. Yeah, let's just before we're waiting for the next fight, let's just talk a little bit about Arsenal then. So getting back to the Gabriel Stan, if he does sign, which it looks like he has signed, if you know what I mean, 5-year deal, 30 million, it looks like. What do you think of him, mate?
I tell you what it is, right? I was looking forward to him signing, but all of this indecisiveness that's been going on, like, you know, I read a tweet yesterday. He signed a 5-year contract with Arsenal unless he decides that it's like, we'll make your mind up. He's either done it or he hasn't. And it's like all these delays. Do you know, is he walking to the medical or what? Next it'll be, the news will be delayed a week while they all decide what font to use on the contract. Do you know what I mean? It's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
And Mikel Arteta said that, he said in an interview that he shouldn't have to convince players to sign for Arsenal. I would have gone and looked elsewhere. I said, look, if you can't make your mind up, mate, do you know what I mean? There's plenty of other people I could be talking to.
Stan, it's all bullshit. And I'll tell you why he's already signed, right?
Didn't announce it.
You know why he's already signed? Is because this always happens when we're going to sign a player. Just at the last minute before we're going to announce it, Man United's coming for him, or PSG's coming for him, or Real Madrid's coming for him right at the last minute, and they've offered him more wages. And it's just
already signed. It doesn't matter. He's signed. Just announce it.
That's right.
The rumours. Stop the rumours.
Exactly. I don't know why the rumours have to come about or papers have to do it. And even Sky Sports put it up yesterday on their.
Is he throwing the towel in?
Yeah, oh bloody hell! You're still in that fight.
The uncle of Rocky won.
Bloody hell! I've been to Las Vegas, watched bloody Fury's fight, and become back Stan.
It's brilliant. You threw the towel in.
Oh God. My dad said, ask Claude about Billy Piper. I heard him. He said, who's the better between Billy Piper or Michelle Keegan? For me, Michelle Keegan all day long, Claude. I'm sorry, mate.
Yeah, but I'm a bit worried about your dad because he said he would rather go with Kevin Keegan. I'm starting to worry about him, man.
It must be the perm.
What about you, Stanley?
Well, I'm not sure. I don't even know who that Michelle Keegan is. Who is she? I know who Billy Piper is.
Michelle Keegan, she's our girl. She's in now. I don't know if you've seen that, like an army program sort of thing.
Was she on Coronation Street?
Yeah, she's on Coronation Street. Yeah.
Vaguely I can't really picture her, so I'm going to have to go with what I know. I'm going to go with Billy.
Oh, you're going with Claude then? I'm going with Claude.
I can't fully picture the other girl.
Yeah. What we got here? Cian said, we ain't going in for him. It's too rush Arsenal. Yous are getting him. So he's saying that Man United ain't getting him. Exactly. It's just this is what I hate. It's the same with the Aubameyang deal, Stan. You know what I mean? That's been signed, dusted, probably on the FA Cup final day. When we won.
I don't understand what is the wait? What is the purpose of it? What does it achieve?
You know why we wait? Because it's Arsenal through and through, Stan. When have you known us to do like what a City have done? When have you known us to do that? You know what I mean? They get linked like on a Saturday, like with a player. On a Sunday, he's in that office with the pen, signing the contract with his shirt on.
I hate all that.
I don't think he's coming.
Because I'm getting pissed off. I'm at the stage where I'm already pissed off with Gabriel now. He ain't even kicked the ball for us. Do you know what I mean? Because to me, it looks like dithering. And the way that I kind of look at it, it's almost like he's more interested to seeing like what the bids are and what the bonuses and all of that. And I'm not into any of that. I'm not into any of that at all.
I think it's all done and dusted. He don't even know. Obviously, he's got no saying when Arsenal tell him. You know what I mean? Arsenal's the one who tell him when he's allowed to announce it himself.
As I said yesterday, right? Edu should just stick Gabriel in the car, drive up the M1, drive him around Manchester United. You see how fast he want to come back to London and sign a contract. He ain't going to want to live up there.
Exactly.
It's grim up there, man.
Wade 9 says, Claude, who wins, Taylor or Persoon? Taylor, I think.
What's this now? What are we going?
They just started. No, so
the two girls that you was talking about just a minute ago.
No, Taylor, all the way, Taylor. Oh yes. No,
what about you, Stan?
I actually don't know too much about either of them. Don't know anything about them. I'm just watching they're showing recaps.
Yeah.
One of the girls has got Brady. One's got Brady there.
Yeah, that's Persoon. Yeah, she's got Brady there. But I'm going to take because they fought in the first fight and Taylor won it on points.
I don't like seeing them with all their faces back up. I like
it. Wade 9 says, good stream, lads. Thank you very much, mate. Appreciate that.
Thank you.
Sam saying the agents behind this trying to get a few extra quid. A Zen list. Sorry if I've pronounced that wrong. Said, are you going to stream the fight? Unfortunately, we're not allowed to. We're not allowed to do that live on YouTube. So it'd just be a live watch-along with me, this sexy man Claude, and this gorgeous man Stanley.
This bird is she the undisputed then? Because she's got 5 belts.
Yeah, Taylor. Yeah.
Is that all of the belts for that division then? Is it? Wow.
Yeah. Arsenal Maniac says, I'm not watching any more bullshit transferred daily by all the channels spouting bullshit. You get these kids every day post these nonsense videos of us having signed this and that player. All turns out to be bullshit. Yeah. Exactly, Arsenal Maniac. The only place you should be watching Transfer Daily or whatever is Claude and the Bansters. Give it to you straight. Give it to you straight. We don't have all this bullshit, do we, Claude?
No, this is what I can't understand. Why they do that, man? Why? We're the only ones that don't know what's going on. Oh, well.
Even Ornstein's getting his information from this channel, so you know what I mean?
He has to come to us first, you know that, Stanley. Anthony, great to see you back in the chat, mate. He says, hi, Terry, nice to see you. I know you've been busy. I bet the bathroom looked nice after it's finished. Hopefully, mate, hopefully. I'm not you know what I mean? Like I said to her, Stanley.
The fucking time it's taken, of course it should be fucking finished. Jesus Christ. Okay, now.
Listen, you know what I mean? What can I do? You know what I mean? I work overnight. I'm working during the day, doing the bathroom. I'm doing this. You know what I mean? It all takes time, unfortunately. Listen, you're sounding like
what you need to do.
Sounding like the wife there, Claude.
You need to
put marble in. Have you put marble on that fucking marble floor and all that stuff?
Not having marble flooring. We're having the Arsenal tops up in the shower. That's cheaper.
What you need to do, Terry, is just take the laptop into the bathroom and then you can do the podcast while you're doing the training and that.
Or let the missus do it.
Yeah, there is that.
I can't let the missus do it because then otherwise I can't press the buttons and she can't get me a drink then, can she?
Oh, that's true,
yes. What we got? Taib says, I'm loving the headphones, Claude. Kevin says, who would you rather sell, Aubameyang or Saka? Claude.
Tricky one, that.
Yeah.
One is a very young talent. The other one, be 3 more years and he's out the door, isn't it? So, no, it's a tricky one. To be honest with you, I don't know, mate. I don't know. I wouldn't say that either, man. I can't choose.
All right. What about you, Stanley?
I think I'd have to keep Saka because he has the higher ceiling, right? You're talking about Aubameyang could be 2 or 3 years, maybe. But Saka's got it all in front of him, hasn't he?
Yeah. It's really hard question, to be fair, because you can look at it 2 ways, can't you? I mean, you might only have 2 or 3 years of Aubameyang left, but they could be the next 2 or 3 great years of Arsenal and his life. Do you know what I mean? And can Saka carry that on? I don't know. But I'd have to agree with you, Stan. You know what I mean? Saka's got another 10 sort of 12 years in front of him if he stays with Arsenal. So
I've just heard United have put a bid on 30 million for this guy. So there's
Gabriel, that's it. That's it, then, boys. That's good. That's good for me. That is 100% that he's an Arsenal player, boys. That is 100%.
No, how can he put a bid in for a player if he's already signed for another team, though? I mean,
exactly.
That makes sense.
Exactly, Stan. That's what I mean. He's definitely an Arsenal player.
The Manchester Herald has confirmed that a £30 million bid has gone in for Gabriel from Manchester United, and it's had his head turned a bit. So
right,
he will decide in the next. So he's going to decide in the next. Let me finish. He's going to decide in the next 48 hours on whether he's going to be to Manchester United. That's what the latest news from the Herald.
Honestly, all this rubbish that, you know what I mean, we can give these players like 48 hours, you know what I mean, 72 hours, fucking 148 hours, whatever it is.
The most significant thing is that his sister is following Jesse Lingard on Twitter. So that's what's happening. Yeah, his sister now, Gabriel's sister.
Of all the Manchester United players she could follow, she chooses Jesse Lingard?
He's now following Jesse Lingard.
Is that person a troll? Trolled.
Hey?
Is that person a troll?
No, it's just telling me now. Jesse Lingard she's following.
Why would anybody want to know what Jesse Lingard's got to say? Jesus.
God knows. God knows.
Okay, I'm taking these off because these are a nuisance, mate.
Right, I'm going to be back in about 5 minutes, right? I'm just going to need to go to the Kazi a little bit quickly. So I'll be right back, gents.
All right, Stan, no problem. Steve, how you doing, mate? Hope you're well. Not seen you in the chat before. Thanks for coming over. He said, who would you rather fight? Fury next? Who would you rather see Fury fight next? Dillian or AJ? For me, personally, I think Dillian. I really don't think AJ is that great anymore. And I think Fury will annihilate him. So I think it would be a better fight because AJ's a bit smaller. It'd be a different type of fight. Dillian, sorry. So I'd go for Dillian. I don't know about you, Claude.
What's that? Sorry, I didn't hear that because my headphones were going a bit fucking wonky.
Steve said, who would you rather see Fury fight next, Dillian or AJ?
I think Dillian should be given a chance, though, because he's been waiting. He should be given a chance to fight him, especially if he's puts an impressive performance tonight. Why not? Well, I think I'd rather see that fight. I think it'd be a better fight.
I totally agree with you, Claude. I totally agree with you. Luke saying AJ is a dosser. Anthony saying AJ. Adil saying Dillian Whyte versus Aubameyang. Crimson Gunner says, Claude, can you get every D on a stream sometime? He can't hear me. He's got his headphones off at the minute, but we will try to. Crimson, we will definitely try. Can you hear us, Claude? Yeah?
Yes. These fucking headphones are playing up. Yeah, go on. Sorry, mate. Go on.
A couple of people said, can we try and get every D on next time?
Yeah, I'll try and get Heavy D. Yeah, I will give him a message and try and get him on. Yeah, that's definitely, yeah. Listen.
Tayyib said, guys, what are your thoughts on the new Arsenal away kit?
actually, those women didn't look too bad in it tonight. Actually.
Oh, we've got a women's fight now. I mean, Claude. There's a women's fight just coming up now.
Is that Katie?
No. This is still the undercard. No. It's still the undercard, but we've got another fight. Who is this? I'm trying to see who it is.
You'll have to tell. You have to tell me. Talk me through it, mate. I might have to put the thing on the radio here. The other fight, anyway. Jesus, I can't get this fucking fight up, mate. And where are we? I thought it was on BT Sport, you know.
No, not BT Sport.
Sky Box Office, isn't it?
Yeah, Sky Box Office. It's Taylor now, is it? Is that what's bloody hell? I didn't think. I thought it was Oh, it's Katie Taylor now. I thought it was on later than that. It's Katie Taylor there. They're fighting now. So Pearson's coming out now. And they're just showing you what an ass he's got. That's a mansion. Absolute mansion he's got there, Claude.
Yeah, I can't got no pictures, mate. Is it not, man?
Let's get this up while we're waiting, so I can show you.
All in his back garden there. He's got floodlights.
Yeah, he's got all the lights on. He's got DJ light in there, music going on DJ. There we go. Can you see that, Claude? Katie Taylor, she's won 15 fights, 6K, lost none and drawn none. And Delphine Pearson, bloody hell, she's won 44 fights, KO'd 18, lost 2 and drawn none. So this is going to be a great fight. This is, I didn't realise that. So the women's is only 2 minutes a round. And it's 10 rounds for the women, right. 10 rounds of 2 minutes. And it's for the undisputed lightweight championship of the world, Claude. And here she comes.
Oh, it's a world title fight, this.
Yeah, it's a world title fight, yeah.
Is there any sort of spectators there or no one? There's no one, is there? Is there any fans there at all? Is there anyone there watching?
No, it's just obviously TV crew, their own crew and that. And that's about it, I think. But this is going to be another great fight. What's that?
Is it all done in his garden or what? Is it all done in his garden or?
Yeah, it's all done in his back garden. All in his back garden, mate.
And what's he got? Has he got lights? Has he got floodlights and all that then?
Yeah, he's got, obviously, you got the ring and then they've got like like a tent above it. And they've got all the lights under that, like they do in the outdoor stadium. That's all it lights up, but he's got all the pyrotechnic lights going off at the moment off at his ass. It's a palace. I ain't going to say it's an ass. It's a bloody mansion. It's massive. He's got all fires coming up, fires blowing everywhere at the moment, laser lights going everywhere. It's fantastic, to be honest. I mean, obviously, but don't forget, he's got the money. Do you know what I mean? So, David says, who are you going for, Till? I'm going for Taylor. Taylor all day long. I think she'd be too good. Don't forget, this is the second fight they've had, Claude. They've had one fight already, and it went to points, and Taylor won it. Did you hear me, Claude?
Right. Yeah. She's a hot favourite, ain't she? Yeah. She's a hot favourite, isn't she?
Yeah.
I'll have to take your call. You have to do some commentary, mate. Let me know what's going on.
Oh, for God's sake, go away. What's your job, Terry? I do like driving of a night, delivering stuff, couriering. So that's what I do of a night. Taylor Made, yeah, Lone Star says. Arsenal Maniac said, nice on this song, majestical with great melody. What is this song? I don't know, mate, because we can't have the sound on because obviously we're doing a live watch along, so I didn't hear it. Danny said Taylor underestimated Persoon last fight. Taylor wins more clearly this time. Yeah, I totally agree with you. Pepsi Pack says the neighbours are shouting over the fences. Well, Claude's neighbours was screaming earlier on when she's Claude, I heard.
Hey, what's that? Oh, yeah, they're still going at him, man.
David,
some fucking salmon, I'll tell you.
That backyard setup must have cost 3 to 4 million. David is saying. Nick saying top 4 predictions for the new season and top 6. What's your top 4 prediction, Claude?
Top 4 would be Man City, Liverpool, Man United, Spurs.
And what about where would we come?
I think we'll be about 6. 6, I think.
Half21 said, have any of you ever had a go at boxing?
Honest,
no, that's fine, mate. Have you ever had a go at boxing, Claude?
No, but I don't think I'm too old now, mate. Too old.
You're never too old, mate. Never too old.
Never,
a lot of people, I'll tell you what, a lot of people do it for charity, for cancer, like what I done. I'm being serious. A lot of to give it a go to raise money. A lot of people do that at all ages.
Yeah, maybe Sam can arrange. We'll have to go and have a little watch with Sam and go in the where Sam boxes.
Yeah, definitely, mate.
Sam,
he couldn't be with us tonight. He had other family arrangements tonight, but he was gutted and he said he definitely wants to be on the next one, which he will do. So look out for that.
Sam's taking a long time.
He definitely is, mate. He definitely is. Katie Taylor, she's 34 years old. She's had 15 fights, 115 and 6 knockouts. And obviously she's got all the belts at the moment. They're just announcing the fighters as we speak. This is going to be a good fight. I can feed it. And by the way, yeah, I mentioned it earlier. Yeah, I've only done one fight for charity for cancer. Raise money, 3 rounds, 3 minutes. Bloody hell, it takes a lot out of you. And big respect to anyone that gets in the ring, to be honest. A lot of people do blue collar boxing, exactly. It's called white collar boxing where we do it, Dan. I don't know if it's called blue collar boxing for you, mate. Here we go. The fighters are in the ring. Referee gets this fight underway. Taylor versus Persoon on this Matchroom boxing pay-per-view. And there are a few punches being thrown, but nothing's connected yet. In his first round. Oh, Katie Taylor just got a good punch in and pushed Persoon on the ropes. Pearson's got her hair braided again. Oh, another good left hook there from Taylor. Oh, Taylor again with a couple of good combination there with the right and the left. They're tangled up at the moment. Katie Taylor is fighting in her 10th consecutive world title fight tonight. Pearson trying to... Go on, Claude. What are you going to say, mate?
No, I'm just trying to get this fight. It's very hard to get anything up here. These links he's given me, man, it's not happening.
Persoon is commanding the middle of the ring, but she's doing nothing with it. Taylor's being very clever at the moment, very strategic. Oh, that was a good punch, though, from Persoon. 25 seconds to go in this first round. Oh, Persoon's just pushed Taylor on the floor, but that's not going to be. That's just a slip. That's going to be more or less the round over with now. Great first round, to be honest.
Yeah, so how's it going, Tel? Because I can't get anything. But
yeah, the bell just...
Taylor in front or...
Yeah, the bell's just gone for the first round. Persoon's commanding the middle of the ring, but Taylor's had a few good punches in that fight, the first round. She caught Persoon with a good left hook, put Persoon back on the ropes, but and Persoon sort of tried to get back in it with the last sort of 20 seconds. But for me, that's a 10-9 to Taylor, first round. Char Buddy G, how you doing, mate? Hope you're well. What time is the Whyte fight? It's on straight after this one, mate. The Taylor and Persoon fight has just started, the first round. It's on straight after this one. No problem, Dan. No problem. Second round just about to get started. Anthony said, "Nice shit, Stan."
I went outside for a crafty smoke because I can't smoke in the
house. Second round's underway here. Oh, Taylor with another good jab. Good body shot. Left eye's got a bubble under it. A left eye, Persoon's got a bubble under it. From these shots from Taylor. She's really...
You're a little bit ahead of me.
You know what?
Oh, that's quite a nasty... That's a nasty bump under her left cheek. Oh, my God. That's swelling up absolutely quite bad.
I don't like watching these birds fight at all. I don't like it. Smacking the shit out of each other.
Well, what it is at the moment is Persoon is being the aggressor and she's commanding the middle of the ring and trying to push Taylor back. And Taylor's just waiting and biding her time and getting her position right and her timing right. She's doing exactly the right thing here, Taylor.
She's working on that right eye, isn't she? Underneath the cheek there.
Yeah. I think she might have broke her nose and all by the looks of it. Her nose looks a bit flat and all. Persoon's throwing a lot of punches, but they're not doing anything. They're just going by the side of her. Do you know what I mean? Oh, we've got a blackout at the minute. Don't know about you.
I'm on 30
blackout.
seconds.
Is it just me? Or has everyone else got a blackout?
I'm still good. 25 seconds, counting down the end of the second round.
Oh, it's back on now. So the bell's just gone, obviously, for the second round. I'll give that to Taylor again. I'll say that's another 10-9.
She looks worse for wear, don't she? Jesus.
Yeah. Thank you, Anthony. He said 116 is 132 watching now and only 50 likes. Come on, everyone. It takes 2 seconds, literally 2 seconds to hit that like button and then it's all done. You're helping us out. You're watching the show. Come on, please. Just hit that like button while you're doing it. It takes 2 seconds.
Don't be a freeloader. Just hit the likes.
Exactly, Stan.
That's it. Just hit the likes, please. Oh, she looks very smashed up.
Salman says, guys, is there going to be a watch-along? Sorry if I won't come. I'm going to go watch the Champions League final. Yeah, there is a watch-along tomorrow, that is. Yeah, we're doing a watch-along for that, for the Champions League final. Round 3, it's just started. Once again, Persoon is commanding the centre of the ring. Oh, now Taylor's in the centre of the ring.
For the main fight, Terry, we've got to sync up, yeah?
Yeah.
You're a little bit ahead of me. They're just coming out now for the third one.
Oh, you're about a minute and 30 seconds behind me, but yeah, it's fine, mate. No problem.
We started boxing.
Oh, another good punch. Taylor looks.
She's coming out.
Another good punch. She's done 3 body shots and then a left hook to Persoon on that bump. What's going on? What's she moaning at there? I didn't see anything. Persoon's moaning there. I think their heads might keep clashing, and that's what broke her nose. But that's what it seems like she's moaning at. But I didn't see that.
Their heads are clashing a bit.
Yeah. You know what it looks like to me? Persoon looks like she's very, very angry of the result from last time. Her face is, oh, what a great right hand. Straight into the face of Persoon. Oh, another great body shot. But yeah, what was I going to say? It looks like she's like very frustrated and she's trying, you know, when she's trying too hard.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like. And that was a good punch from Persoon. No one, Taylor. Oh, she's got a bump on her other side of her eye now. Oh, she got a cheap shot in there right at the end of the bell, Persoon on Taylor, but Taylor didn't even flinch. What a great that. Do you know what? I don't have to go 10-8 on that round. That was unbelievable from Taylor. She's definitely got 10 though. Again, definitely won the first 3 rounds. Beaker, he says, Terry, what's the plans for the next season? Next season for this channel? It's going to be bigger. Ooh. It's going to go further. We're going to do a lot more content. We're getting. We've got a lot of stuff that we want to do. So just watch your space, and we will be announcing it very soon, mate. We'll be announcing it very soon. But we've got a lot of stuff that we want to do, and we want to try and be as big as possible. Anthony says, Terry, is there a member stream on Monday? My Wi-Fi back on, so I'll be on, mate. Definitely, mate. We're definitely trying to get that sorted out for Monday. We've got a few things lined up next week, which we need to get sorted. So I'll announce that after this fight. We're in the 4th round now, and again, started exactly the same way as the other 3. Persoon's come out commanding the centre of the ring. And Taylor's just sitting on the ropes, basically. Oh, she's stuck out of everything. And she's chasing us. Persoon's just chasing her. Look, you know what I mean? Like erratically. And that's what the problem is. They're just a bit tangled up at the moment. Persoon's still trying. She just throw it. Oh, that was a good left hand, though. That's a good left hand. Taylor. Oh, good left hand from Taylor there.
Right,
Persoon needs to calm down a bit here, otherwise she's gonna, you know what I mean, tire herself out. She looks good though. Like she ain't blowing.
She's a bit erratic.
Oh, what a great right hook there from Taylor. Great right hook. Oh, and another right, straight right. Brilliant. Persoon with a couple of other punches, but they're doing nothing. They're doing nothing to Taylor. Her throws are very, very tired now. You can see it. They're just, you know what I mean? They're not even, you can see there's not anything in them, Stan, when she's throwing them. I mean, she's got a couple of good punches in there, but it's not doing anything to Taylor. And there's round 4. Her face is an absolute mess, Stan. Her face is an absolute mess. Anthony said, has Claude knocked on next door to join in, Terry? Did you hear that, Claudiola? Can you hear me, Claude? You can't hear me.
Fuck's sake, I don't hear.
He can't hear me. He can't hear me. Michael saying Dillian Whyte for the win. Yeah, definitely, mate. Man like has said, is the main event next? It definitely is, mate. Arteka says Taylor. I've said, are Claude and Stan related?
Yeah, he's my uncle.
Can't hear.
Can't hear. We can hear you. I can hear you. And here's round 5, everyone. Round 5 just started. Exactly the same round way as all the other rounds. Pearson is
Pause it.
Pause it.
Yeah, I'll tell you when they come out for me.
All right, got it, mate. Salmon says, Terry, who do you think will win out of KSI and Jake Paul? KSI, mate. KSI. I know Jake Paul's in good shape.
They're just walking out to face each other for the next round. And they started.
Who's fighting? KSI.
Round 5.
Right, I'm on 147, Stan.
140, 151, 150, 149, 148, 147.
Right, so I think I might be a second in front of you.
That's all right, we're there.
Here we go. They're tangled up at the moment again on the ropes. But Taylor's come out of it. Good double body shot there.
Yeah, double body punch.
Oh, another great right hand there from Taylor. She's just chasing her too much. Look, I mean, these punches are not doing anything. They're just going over the top of Taylor.
I wouldn't want to be in there with either one of them. I wouldn't.
Who's winning the fight?
Taylor, hands down.
Who's winning the fight? Who's winning?
Taylor. Or Taylor, you know, you gave her a free shot there and she got caught on the face, but she just stuck it diving. Look. Oh, great right hook from Taylor. Close in. They're tight up with each other now. Both throwing punches. Good shot there. Good right hand. Straight right hand there from Pearson. Taylor with a left hook. Tied up again here in the middle of the ring. Taylor pulls away. Pearson being the aggressor again, trying to go forward. She's punching Taylor. Oh, that was a good right hook from Pearson. Taylor with a great left hook there. They're tangled up with each other again, right on the ropes. Oh, Taylor looks a little, I don't know if Taylor there is breathing a little bit heavy there.
I bet when either one of them tell their boyfriends to take the rubbish out at night, there's no arguing. They just take it out. Take it out.
Taylor Clinic. What we got? One Love says her face weren't that pretty before the fight, to be honest. Dear. What time is Whyte's ring walk? I don't know. Probably the next sort of 20 minutes, half hour, I'd say at the most. Hello, Alex. He says, evening, Claude, Voice of Reason, Terry, and Peckham Stam. Hello, Alex. Hope you're well, mate. And best wishes to the wife. Yeah, hope she's well, mate. Jack says, the Arsenal women just ran out of legs tonight. Claude, what do you think?
I think it's frozen.
Claude, can you hear me? Jack said, the Arsenal women just run out of legs tonight. Claude, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm afraid so. The fitness level's really poor in the end. I think that's what caught them up in the end. Yeah, but they gave up a good cut. PSG was just too strong, to be honest.
What was the final score, Claude?
2-1 to PSG.
Oh, okay.
We're in round 6 now. And they're just staring at each other at the moment. Pearson's going in with a couple of punches, but they're missing. Persoon being the aggressor again, moving forward on Taylor. Taylor's on the ropes, just eating up the body punches. I think Taylor might be a bit thinny here. I mean, Persoon at the moment looks the strongest. But she just biding her time. Let's see. Persoon is much more busier at the moment.
Yeah.
She's got a couple of jabs in there. Oh, Pearson's got a good couple of... This might be Pearson's round, this one.
Yeah.
First one. Oh, that's another great right straight jab from Persoon. Oh, it's a good left hook from Taylor. Persoon coming back with a couple. And that's round 6 done with. Boys, I'm just going to have to go a quick wee.
Let me quick wee. Who's going to do the boxing commentary? Because I ain't got no stream here. What's going on? You can't have wee. Haven't you got a bottle there you can piss into? Can you do the commentary, Stan?
I'll have a bash it.
I've got no stream.
I'll have a bash it.
I've got no stream here. All right, yeah, I'll leave you to it, mate. I'll leave you to it.
Well, there's nothing happening now. They both sat down in the between the rounds, but I think that round might have gone to Persoon. She certainly looked more of the aggressor there, and I think Taylor, she looked a little bit sluggish in that particular round. We're just watching the replays there. Yeah, Persoon got some really good punches in. So they're just coming out now. Left hook, left jab by Taylor, Persoon. She's backing Taylor up into the corner a little bit. She's moving her back. Taylor's on the back foot.
Round 7, boys. Round 7. And another drink. Got to have another drink.
Yeah, it's still Persoon walking forward. Taylor's on the back foot. Tangled up now. In a bit of a headlock there. Ooh, hits nothing. Another left hook, but nobody's home. Oh, coming in close there. Got one at the bottom of the chin. Headlock.
$30 seconds left of this round 7. I've missed most of this one. Who would you say went in the round?
Persoon more the aggressor. She's got Taylor constantly walking on the back foot. Throwing more punches, a lot of them not connecting.
She's definitely thrown double the amount of punches, Persoon, but half of them ain't connected at all. That's round 7 done. Round 7 done. What we got?
I'll probably give that round to Persoon again.
I think I'm on the exact same second. We're obviously I've paused it, so I'm syncing with Stan, so we might be just a little bit behind.
Are you working tonight, Till?
No.
Oh, nice one.
That's why I'm on this, mate.
You know what? I think I'm going to have my first beer of the day, actually. I think it's getting to that time here in Vancouver.
Got to be. CG,
Where's he going?
He's going to get a drink and all. We're drinking, so he's going to get a drink. Here we go. Round 8. Straight out. And obviously Persoon straight on the attack. Being the aggressor straight away. Oh, look at that. What's
IPA,
that?
red truck, Canadian beer.
Oh. Taylor is stuck in the corner here. Oh, she's gone for a good swim, but it's totally missed her. They're tied up at the minute. Taylor's got a little bump above her right on her forehead now, Taylor.
What's 123, 122?
119, 118.
Yeah, fine. Yeah, that's good.
Persoon is still doing.
Idea for Eddie Earn to put this on in his gaff, isn't it?
Oh, that's a slip. A slip from Taylor. That's a slip. Sorry, mate. I wonder what that was. It's a slip, but they're back at it now. Persoon definitely the more aggressor at the moment. She slipped again, Taylor. Oh, she got a cheeky punch in there just as she come back up. I think she's getting annoyed, Taylor. She looks like she's getting annoyed with this. She needs to start working. Oh, she just got a right punch there, free shot. She looks like she's gassed, Taylor, at the minute.
She's constantly on the back foot as well.
Yeah. She needs to start. Oh, that's a good double punch, though. But Persoon's come back with a good double.
So what do you reckon, Tel, from what you've seen so far? With these two?
I think at the moment, Taylor had the first 5 rounds.
Yeah.
And I think at the moment, Persoon's had the last 3 rounds. So it's, the referee just slipped over. 1, 2.
So are you going to be watching SummerSlam tomorrow? WWE SummerSlam. And I know Claude's not watching it because it's fake, right? But
he broke my heart the other night.
I know, it broke my heart as well. Anyone else in the chat box watching SummerSlam tomorrow?
I'll probably have it on in the background while I'm working, Stan.
It's probably the next biggest event, isn't it, after WrestleMania?
Yeah.
But again, I think that's going to be indoors without any crowd as well. Tim Brooke Taylor, that's from the goodies. Tim Brooke Taylor, Lone Star Londoner.
Jack said, who's winning, Terry? Like I just said, I think Taylor had the first 5 rounds, and I would say Persoon's had the last 3, so it's all to play for still. What about you, Stan?
Yeah, I'd agree with that. Last few rounds, Persoon's making a comeback.
Yeah. We just started round 9. Just started round 9, and it started as every other round has started with Persoon on the front foot. I mean, if you was to look at them, I mean, Taylor's one hand down, isn't she?
Yeah.
It just goes to show, doesn't it, in boxing and fighting? Persoon's thrown a load of punches here, but none's connected with Taylor.
One of them's bound to connect, though, isn't it?
Taylor's dodged every one of them so far. Oh, that's a good right hand. Good right hand from Taylor. Ref, get out of the way, for God's sakes. Persoon being the more aggressive at the moment and chasing Taylor around the ring, throwing punches, but none are connecting, really. Nothing. But Taylor's had 3, maybe 4 good punches in this round. She's just swinging now. She's just swinging, Persoon, and hoping that it connects.
Yeah.
Trying to get a knockout. Oh, that was unlucky by Taylor.
Well, I think that's what she's got to do, isn't it, really? She might be slightly behind on the rounds. She's got to try and put it out. And I reckon she's got a good chance at it, you know?
Taylor's just trying to hold her at the minute. Pearson's trying her best to get something here, but nothing's happening. Oh, Taylor with a good...
A lot of her head, isn't she, Taylor? Coming down a lot.
Yeah, well, she's trying to stay out of her reach, isn't she? So she can't hit her. It is not a good tactic. That's the end of round 9. I'd give that one... I think I'd give that one to Taylor. So I think Taylor is 6-3 up at the moment.
Do you reckon? I reckon that I'll probably have given that one to Persoon.
Do you reckon?
Constantly on the front foot.
She's on her front foot, but I think the better punches from Taylor connected. What we got here? Attackers 81 said, big up the channel. Cheers, lads. Thanks, mate. Really appreciate that. David said, is there 10 rounds? Yeah, it's the final round just coming up, mate. Barry Kelly says, DJ Claude.
On the wheels of steel.
He's listening to a bit of Lionel Richie.
You feel like a DJ, Claude, to be fair.
Here we go. Final round, everyone. I think personally, Persoon needs a knockout. It sounds like to me and looks like that Claude is listening to Eye of the Tiger.
So, what's your favourite Rocky film then? What's everyone's favourite Rocky film? There've been like 6 of them, right?
Mine's Rocky 4. I love it.
Rocky 4.
Drago.
Yeah.
It's got to be for me.
Yeah. I watched that again quite recently with the missus, and I noticed, right, it's almost like one long big pop video. There's about 4 songs in it.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean? There's quite a lot of numbers in it. I quite like it.
Taylor's come out and got a good couple of punches in, but again, Pearson's is the aggressor. Oh, that's a good punch. Oh, Taylor's got it. They're both going for it here. Go on. They're tied up. Persoon got another good couple of punches in. Taylor's ducking them out the way of them there. So, look, if you actually watch the punches, they're not actually hitting us, Stan.
I know. Oh, them ones did. That didn't. Look at that. Just hitting air.
Yeah. Oh, jab.
You out.
Oh, without a show of that, mate. It definitely does.
Especially when you don't connect to anything. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Air shots, isn't it?
Yeah.
Persoon just throwing and throwing and throwing and throwing, literally. Just one after another. But nothing's in.
She threw 6 and got 1 landed.
18 seconds left. Oh, Persoon. Now Taylor, they're both going for it. Bang, bang, bang. Go on. They're just punching and punching each other. Oh, Persoon. No, that's a slip. That's a slip. She's got up. They're both going for it. And that's it. That is it again. The bell is over. Unbelievable. What another great fight from both of these fighters. But I'm giving it to Taylor again still. Don't know about you, Stan.
It's difficult.
Come on, Katie. Come on, Katie.
But I think Taylor might have just shaded it with what she'd done in those earlier rounds, right? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. How'd you say that name, Stan?
You've got me as well. Prendergast. Prendergast is the surname. Let's call her Miss Prendergast.
Miss Prendergast. Thank you for coming over to our stream. It's the first time I've seen you. Hope you're well. Kate all the way. Come on, Taylor. I agree with you.
I've never heard a first name like that before. I'm trying to work it out.
United Up said, I agree with you, Terry. CG says, Rocky 4, Defo. David says, yeah, Rocky 4. United Up says, DJ Claude, can I get a wave? Is he still mixing?
Is it me?
Yeah, see. No, it's Drago. Oh, wait. Get the video to 100 likes. Yes, I thought we would have done that by now, to be honest. What are we on? Let me check. Let's have a look. We're on 77 likes. 77 likes. Come on, 169 watching, 171 watching, and only 77 likes. Everyone, please Just hit the like button. It takes 2 seconds. Anthony says Rocky 4 is mine, and the training he does in it over Russia is amazing. Exactly.
Yeah. It's got that big log in the snow.
DJ.
Let me just tell you guys something, right? Just while I remember. If you like Rocky 4, when you make sure you go onto YouTube and look for Rocky 4 parody 3030. They do one of these like 3030 spoofs, and they do it as if Rocky 4 had really happened. It's only about 10 minutes long, but it's one of the funniest things. They've got all the boxing commentators on there, talking about when everybody started singing the American national anthem at the end. And it's really good that they do it. It's worth a watch.
Hold up, Stan. Sorry, mate. We've got the decision coming in right now. Who's going to win the belts? Is Taylor still going to be undefeated, or has Persoon got it in this second fight? Here we go. Oh, Taylor's got a big, massive bump on her forehead, right above her right eye.
Yeah.
Persoon's got 2 big lumps under both of her eyes, and a cut under her left eyebrow. Looks like she's got a broken nose too.
You can imagine if that's what your missus look like when she comes home from work. I mean, my missus works in an office. You know what I mean?
Here comes the result. Just waiting for the referee to hold up a hand. Who's it going to be? Taylor is still undefeated champion of the world. Katie Taylor. Well done, Katie.
Well done, Katie.
Well done. Looking at both faces, let's be honest. I mean, Katie deserves it.
Yeah.
But yeah, Katie Taylor is still the undefeated champion of the world. Well done to her. And now we'll just wait for Dillian Whyte.
The big one.
The big one,
big one, man. This is what we all came for.
DJ
look at that shot. See how big his property is.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Actually, I think it is Matchroom's head office.
Oh, okay. It looks like the back lot of Disneyland or something.
DJ DQ says, "Big up my G Claude and the boys." Thank you very much, mate. Appreciate it. DS put one love AFC. I'm sure Delphi must be laugh out loud. What else we got? CG says, "Well done, Katie." United Up says, hashtag Claude become a DJ, please. Danny says, "Well done, Katie Taylor." Lone Star said, head office.
Head orifice.
Oh, Ian says, "Good night to the 3 amigos." Good night, mate. Hope you feel better tomorrow.
Cheers, Ian.
Don't forget, we've got the Champions League final tomorrow. PSG versus Bayern Munich. So come over and give us a watch in if you feel better, mate.
There they are. They're just showing Dillian Whyte now in the back room with his trainer.
Yeah, they've got Dillian Whyte. He looks in phenomenal shape. Phenomenal shape.
So, Terry, is it right if I tell everyone about the new channel?
Yeah, go on, mate. It's fine.
So, guys, if anyone go over to Same Old Arsenal on YouTube and subscribe to their channel. Myself, the Bearded Gooner, Rohan Verdi, and from the Arsenal fan circle, and also Ryan from the Arse Brothers, we're going to be doing like a spin-off show of the Same Old Arsenal called the Same Old Arsenal USA. So give the channel a follow and also give the Twitter page a follow. And if you're in the States and you're up at our time, then come and join us for our shows, which will be once a week. End of plug.
I don't know. Harvey says, "Does Claude like Fanta?"
I do.
Yeah, I do.
LFC Vancouver 32 says, "Bayern will beat PSG and Alphonso Davies will score 1 and assist 1, man of the match."
See, Alphonso Davies is our Canadian hope.
Yeah.
Good player. He's a good player. And there's also another guy who's now playing in Belgium called Jonathan David, who's a good Canadian player.
Excellent. Right, let's quickly get this up, and that is. Why won't it come up?
What's this? The tail of the tape.
This is Taylor the Tape. Dillian Whyte versus Povetkin. Dillian's had 27. He's had 18 knockouts, 1 loss, and no draws. And Povetkin has had 35 fights, 24 knockouts, 2 losses, and 1 draws. So who are you going with, Stanley? Who are you going with?
I'm going for Dillian Whyte all the way. That's who I'm backing.
Exactly. I totally agree with you. Dillian Whyte in the first 5 rounds for me. Claudiola, who are you going with?
There's only one winner in this one, isn't there? It's Dillian, isn't it? And he deserves a crack at the world title.
It's got to be Dillian Whyte. We're all backing him. Let's get it done. Davis said, do I have to be in the US, Stan?
No, our show will be going out via the Same Old Arsenal YouTube channel. So we'll be using their platform. So if you subscribe to their channel and put the bell on, and also subscribe to the Twitter page, then you'll get the alarms when we're going to put a show out, but it's going to be once a week. And my time in Canada, in Vancouver, it will be around 6:30 my time. The other guys are in the States. So for their time, I think it's about 8:30, 9 o'clock. So if any of you guys in England are up and you're like night owls and you don't go to sleep too early, join us as well, man. Just come over.
I'm just going to see. Right, guys, we've got 160 watching and we've still only got 91 likes. Come on, let's get it up to over the 100. Help us out just by liking it. We've also got 6 dislikes. Unfortunately, for anyone that disliked it, really sorry. But
interacting anyway.
Yeah, thank you for interacting anyways. Not a problem. You obviously come over and give us a watch anyway, but thank you for giving us the dislikes. Not a problem.
Do you know what? How it works, Terry, right? As I understand it, dislikes don't put the channel down in any rankings. It's likes or dislikes. It counts as interaction.
Yeah.
It doesn't move you up or move you down. So if they press a dislike, that's still interaction. So we appreciate that.
Exactly, mate. Not a problem. It doesn't matter. Do you know what I mean? As long as either way, as long as you press the like button or the dislike button, we'll be happy. Do you know what I mean? It's not a problem. Nick says your top 6 Premier League predictions, Terry and Stan. Go on, Stan, you go first.
Cheers.
Well, when you was having a poo.
Well, first place, I think it's still out of 2 teams. I think it's still going to be out of Man City and Liverpool. And it's going to be interesting to see. Oh, nice one. Well done. It's going to be interesting to see whether Liverpool are going to be able to carry it through.
Yeah.
I've always said, it's a good team that wins the Premier League, but I think it's a great team that can back it up the next year and retain it for me. That really shows a great team. I'd go Liverpool, Man City, Chelsea, because I think they've bought really well. Liverpool, Man City, Chelsea, Arsenal, Man United, and Wolves.
Oh, nice. I'm just going to give someone their 2 minutes of fame. Their 2 minutes of fame. Rodolph is fat. Hi guys, how are you all Tottenham fans here? Oh, you tickled me. Oh, I'm going to go to bed. Worrying about that all night now. But there's your 2 minutes of fame. Randolph is fat. You know what I mean? Go and make what I will do is I will ban you now, and then you can go and make another one up, and then say something else. It's not a problem because that's all you've got to do in life, unfortunately. So, you've got your 2 minutes of fame. Well done.
Don't encourage him, Terry. Don't encourage him.
What was I going to say? So my top 6, well, not top 6, my prediction for next year. I agree with you, Stan. I think Liverpool, they need to go out and get another 2 fantastic players in my eyes to freshen up the team. what they done last year is fantastic, let's be honest. But the reason why Alex Ferguson was so great was because every year, even when he won the league, he went out and bought 1 or 2 great players again.
He's freshening it up.
Yeah. So if they don't do that, what's that, Claude?
I knew exactly what I fucking said, and I told it in his fucking face. Yeah.
I don't know what that was. So for me, I think Man City will. I think Man City might win it next year. I've just got a feeling. I think Man City might win it. I think Liverpool will get second. I think Chelsea will be pushing top 4 this year. Man United will be pushing top 4 if they can get a couple of players in. If we get the players in that we've been linked with and that we want, I think we can get top 4.
I think if we get the players that we've been linked with, we will do better. We can do better than Man United. Because I think Mikel Arteta gives us the edge. Do you know what I mean? Having Ole Gunnar Solskjaer don't give you an edge, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. No, exactly. Exactly. I still don't think that Mourinho would do anything with Tottenham either. Me personally, that's just me. I just think he's over the edge now, over the hill, and I don't think he'd do anything with Tottenham. I mean, look, if that's the caliber that they're going to be signing Joe Hart, then you know what I mean. We've got nothing to be worried about. Let's be honest.
Right.
So
maybe Ainsley Maitland-Niles, right? They're sniffing around for him.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
That I mean, that is the biggest load of bullshit you're going to hear this summer, Stan.
Do you know what I think? I'm like, if Ainsley Maitland-Niles doesn't want to play for Arsenal, because you remember he did say he put out, there was in a few articles, wasn't it, where he actually was, the articles were that he feels that he needs time away now from Arsenal to further his career. And I know that he's been brought back into the fold, but I've not heard him come out and retract that statement and say, I'm really happy now. Do you know what I'm getting at?
Yeah.
So he doesn't want to stay at Arsenal, then there's not a lot you can do. And if Tottenham want to pay the money, I'll take it. Do you know what I mean? If the player doesn't want to be at Arsenal, if he said because he was vocal about saying that he felt that, you know, he had to move away.
No. For me, I think Maitland-Niles does want to stay now. I think he was frustrated under Wenger. He was absolutely frustrated under Emery. If Emery was still our manager, then I wouldn't blame him for going. But I think since Arteta's come in, obviously he still had them feelings until Arteta's taken over. And now come the end of the season, I think personally that he's seen the light now and can see what Arteta wants to do, can see how he wants to play, and I think he wants to stay now. Me personally,
I'd like to see another story come out from somewhere saying that. Do you know what I'm getting at? Like the same way a story come out saying he was a little unhappy, I'd now like to see a story saying that he's really happy now. Do you know what I mean? And is excited about moving forward and something like that. But you know.
Beaker, I didn't mute him in the first place, so I don't know, mate.
Oh, sorry about that, boys. I had a phone call come through. I didn't disturb your thing. Sorry about that.
That's all right, mate. It's not a problem. It's not a problem.
Okay, Povetkin coming out, was he? No, it's the way.
Phone call.
Watching it, showing the waves.
Greek police have fire and awarded United.
So is it right that Maguire tried to bribe the policeman that arrested him? Is that right?
Well, no. See, what I've heard and what's been reported over here, I don't know if you've seen it, and if it's true, good luck to him. Apparently, they got into like an altercation or something with a couple of guys, and one of them tried to stab his sister.
Ooh.
So if that's the case, then you know what I mean. Good on him for fucking doing what he had to do, footballer or not. If it's to do with your family, you know what I mean. You got to get in there and sort it out.
Yeah. Especially if someone's pulling knives out.
Yeah. Jack said, who won the Taylor fight, Terry? Taylor did on points. Jack, Taylor won it on points. Oh, I give it probably 6-4. 6-4 on rounds to Taylor, if it was me. Don't know about you, Stan.
Yeah, I'd agree. Taylor definitely at those first few rounds looked comfortable, but by the end of it, you know, Persoon, she just had so much energy. She kept swinging punches for all rounds. Do you know what I mean? She didn't seem to get tired. She just couldn't land a lot of them punches.
Sounds like good defending for once, Till. You're talking about Maguire. Arsenal Maniac saying Persoon should have easily got the decision. I think, listen, she was very aggressive in the fight. You know, she commanded the floor, but a lot of her punches that she was throwing double that was actually landing. You know what I mean? Yeah. All air shots, basically. And if you look at the damage by both fighters, you can see which one was landing better. So that's why, you know what I mean? I thought Taylor was much better. And in the first 5 rounds, Taylor won it 10-9 easily. I think we're just about to get the fighters coming out. They're just showing Whyte and they're just giving the backroom interviews. So this looks like it's going to be going anytime soon.
I've got up Dillian Whyte's boxer record now at the minute. Have you got that up?
No. What? Go on.
Maybe it's like because I'm watching it on a different provider. Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
Go on, mate. Read it out.
Well, it's 10 out of 10. Last 10 fights he's won. That's what they're showing. He's won on his last 10 fights.
Who, Dillian, yeah?
Yeah.
Jack is saying, Terry Claude, any ideas when the Arsenal third kit is out? I have bought the other 2 shirts, but not heard about the third kit. Not yet, I haven't, Jack.
Not yet. The third one, that blue one with like the peach on the arm.
I think it looks like it. I don't know. I've heard rumours about that one, but I don't know, and I don't know when it's coming out.
I don't like any of the kits we've put out for this season. Even the red one. Do you know what it is about the red one that I don't like? You know the bit where it says "Fly Better."
Yeah.
The font, the design of the "Fly Better" bit, it just looks like it's been stuck on.
I know what you mean.
Do you know what I mean? It just don't. They should have. If they never had that "Fly Better" on, I would have bought the new home top. I don't like that. They probably sat round and paid a marketing company 50 grand to come up with a new slogan. We need a new slogan for the new Arsenal top, and the best they could come up with was what? Fly better.
I didn't like the red one.
50 grand, please. Thank you very much.
I didn't like the red one at first, but it's grown on me, the red one. But the new away kit is awful. I don't like it.
That one's horrible.
Inside the ropes, I haven't seen you before. Thank you for coming over and giving us a watch, mate. Excuse me. Such biased commentary from the Sky team as per usual. Very close fight. Could have gone either way. Fair play to both women. That was a great fight. Respect and come on, you gooners. Definitely, mate. We can't hear the commentary, unfortunately, so we don't know what's being said and whatever. So we'll take your word for it. Matthew says, just show how the media twist things with the Maguire situation. Well, always the way, mate, unfortunately.
Tommy was defending his sister.
Well, that's what I just said, yeah. He was defending his sister, apparently.
And she got stabbed or something. I don't know what's happened there. If that's the truth, he's got every right to have a go, isn't he? I mean, if your sister's getting stabbed, you're going to just sit there, are you?
That's the thing, though, right? When you're a young lad, and especially if you're like in the public eye, like a footballer, you can't just go away on holiday to somewhere like Greece because you're always going to get someone, do you know what I mean, who wants to like just get on your nerves, basically. Do you know what I mean?
If anyone's got one, please put it in the chat for Easy Ander. Povetkin is just coming out. Povetkin is just coming out. He's just walking into the gardens and he's just coming out.
Well, his ring entrance is a long way off of like Fury or Wilder's, isn't it? He's just walking out in a gown, open, through the garden. There's no music. I can't even use any music. I've got the volume down, but it looks very basic.
Yeah, he does. He's one. The ring announcer is on the stairs.
The ring announcer looks like Demis Roussos. Remember him, that old Greek singer. I know Claude remembered Demis Roussos.
Arsenal Maniac saying, this is crazy world level heavyweight fight in the back garden. Arsenal Maniac says, no fans, nobody around, just two guys in the back garden street fight. Oh, there's fireworks going off. Absolute fireworks going off.
You have to give it to Eddie Earn, Barry Earn, for doing this, right? It's a good idea. Do you know what I mean? Fair play.
Yeah. Oh, look, I'll be thinking of bloody bad doing this all the time in his back garden. Putting all the seats round, you don't have to pay the venue then, do you? You're getting it all free. Get a few of them people with the beer fins on their back, you know, the backpacks and that, you know what I mean? What we got here? Archie says, pretty good fight for a garden, better than normal pay-per-views, sorry. Adam's desperate for a shout out, Claude. Can you say hello to Adam?
Hello, Adam. Hi. Hope you're well, mate. Take care, yeah? Good man. Good man. Is that Adam Laguna? Is that Adam?
It just says Adam all.
Good luck, mate. Good.
Jazz says, Claude, it's peak time for your neighbours right now.
Yeah, they finally stopped after all that. Yeah. It's all been quiet.
Dillian Whyte's in the 7th. Jack's going. I said in the 5th. Stan, you're going for what points? Did you say?
Yeah, I think we could go all the way.
And Claude, what you going for?
3rd round knockout.
3rd round knockout. Oh, everyone, just as we're waiting for Whyte to come out, let us know what you think, how this fight's going to go. He's standing up on it. He's gone up the stairs now and standing bloody. Why didn't he just come out that way? I don't understand. All the fires going off now.
Fire and flames. Sort of a bit WWE, isn't it?
Yeah. And here he comes. He's walking towards the ring now. He's walking towards the ring.
If he dies, he dies.
Paul says 7th round. Alex said Claude will do them both any day.
No, I don't think so.
Jack said boxing can surprise us. Povetkin could win.
Yeah, I don't think it might not be so easy, you know. Povetkin looks like he's up for it, mate. Some of these, like, you know, Eastern European and Russian fighters and that, they just don't give a fuck. They just keep going and going and going, man.
Yeah. Don't need to, Dad. Don't need to add the earphones in. We can watch it, mate. Reddy says, hey, guys, hope you're all good. Thank you very much.
He's ready.
Lone Star says, where's it gone? 6 rounds, Whyte KO. Paul says, his biggest payday, Whyte's. JRK says, round 3. Reddy says, how's your day been, Claude?
Yeah, not too bad, man. Not too bad. Still alive.
Here comes Dillian Whyte now. If he keeps that on, then he won't get hurt at all, will he?
He's got like a bulletproof vest on.
Is that allowed? Is that allowed, Stanley?
I don't think so. I don't even think you can wear those in the WWE, can you?
David said, Whyte gets the mic and says, finally. Wow.
Yeah. Finally.
Finally, it's happening to me.
I think that is like a little rock. That's what the rock says, doesn't he? Finally,
yeah,
the rock has returned. That's a massive. The grounds are really big, aren't they? That's
massive.
Is that an office? It's almost like a little castle, isn't it? The look of the house. Do you know what I mean? Like the Disney castle.
It's mental. Anthony saying 9th round. Jazza saying, Terry, you look like Whyte's former trainer, Mark Tibbs. I've not even seen him. I'm going to have to Google that now. Are you taking the piss out of me, Jazza? Mark Tibbs. Let's have a look.
I've just put them thing up to see what his music is, right? And it's the Jaws music.
What did you do?
Yeah, they're playing the Jaws music.
He looks like Barry Maguire, doesn't he? Oh. You see that, Stan?
Oh, okay.
Looks a bit like Barry Maguire.
Is that what you're supposed to look like?
Apparently. Says
no, I think you look more like Big Mick Carter off of EastEnders, Danny Dyer.
I'll take that. I'll take either of them, to be honest. Joel says, your channel is great. Keep it up. Thank you very much, Joel. Really appreciate that, mate. We've got 182 in the chat now. Watching live.
Lou, before it starts, I'll be right back.
All right, mate, no problem. I'm just going to see how many likes we've got. Where have we gone? We've got 111 likes. Thank you very much. But we've got 183 watching now. So come on, anyone that ain't hit the like button or the dislike, doesn't matter. Please just take 2 seconds to hit that like button. Dillian Whyte is just walking towards the ring, Claude. He's got like a body vest on.
Oh, right. Yeah, I'm trying to get pictures up. I'm trying to get it up, but I think it's a bit of a struggle. So you have to talk me through it, mate.
Apparently, he's playing the Jaws music for his walking son. Michael's going Whyte 8 rounds. Archie says Lone Star. Lil President said they will confirm it Monday. Hopefully, Archie. I hope so, mate. Reddy says, Claude, what's your favourite food? Can you hear us, Claude?
I feel so. Fish, can you hear me?
Who?
Can you hear me?
Yeah. What's your favourite food?
Fish and chips.
Fish and chips. Oh, fish and chips.
Fish and chips.
Nice. Bit of fish and chips. Jack says, Claude, looking forward to watching the Arsenal next week.
Yeah, I love it.
God is good.
Hopefully, it's slowly. It's not really good.
God is good all the time.
Not going to give us much.
Unfortunately, we can't, mate. Unfortunately, we can't. It's just a live watch along. Someone was asking if we're going to show it live. Unfortunately, we can't. Boys, I'm going to be 2 seconds, mate. Just need to water the plants before the fight.
So they're just putting some White face and on Povetkin's face.
He's walking the park tonight.
I know. Big garden. It's like Eddie Earns.
Those plants are getting bloody water tonight, I tell you.
You've got all these guys standing around the outside of the ring, and they've got look like riot police face mask shields on.
Yeah. Yeah, so what's going on? Let me see if I can get it here. All these streams, they're not good, man. They're not good. They keep asking for money.
Claude, can you give a shout out, please, to John Roy? John Roy in the chat box.
Who?
John Roy.
Give a shout. John Roy. John Roy, hope you're having a good weekend, mate. Take care, mate. John Roy, is that John Roy?
Yeah. Reddy Batesy's saying that there's a good stream on Total Sportec. Henry Mulford is saying Pearson was robbed again.
Sorry?
Henry Mulford is saying that Pearson was robbed again. She did put up a good fight in the last 3 or 4 rounds, I think. I thought it was quite close.
No.
But a lot of
Terry,
weren't connecting. She threw a lot of punches, but a lot of them weren't connecting.
According to Terry, that Katie won the fight quite easy.
I don't think she won it for quite easy, but she won the first 5 rounds.
Yeah.
She won the first 5 rounds, and then I think she won the 8th or the 9th, I think it was. So she won it 6-4 in rounds to me, so she deserved to win it. I mean, she was the aggressor, don't get me wrong, Pearson. Do you know what I mean? She was commanding the middle of the ring. She was going forward all the time. She was throwing double the amount of punches, but if you actually watch, the punches weren't really connecting.
Yeah.
What we got? Reddy says, what you drinking, Terry? I'm drinking Copperberg mixed berry, mate. Copperberg mixed berry. There's other drinks out there, other ciders out there, Strongbow and all that. So, you know.
Oh, is that a cider, is it?
Yes, a cider. Lovely. Oh, it's lovely. Stan. George says, judges all from the UK. Put your bets on Whyte now. So was Lone Star said, so was Nigel Pearson. Got sacked with only 2 games left. Jack says Twitter is having a meltdown because the judge scored Taylor fight 98-93. I don't see nothing wrong with that. I said 5 rounds. Well, 6 rounds. Here we go. Right, enough of that. We'll get back to your comments in a minute. The fighters are in the ring. Referee is just given the last commands. And this fight is just about to commence. Here we go. Round 1. Just eyeing each other up in the middle of the ring still.
Oh, I've got it. I found it.
Oh, go on, Claudio.
Hold on, is this JV Sports? Is that that's right, JV Sports. William Hill. Is this sponsored by William Hill?
No.
Yeah, I've got it, I think. Yeah, Whyte, yeah, got it. Round 1 of 12, 2 minutes 26.
Oh, you're about 10 seconds behind us.
I'm on 2 minutes 12, 2 minutes 10.
Bloody hell. Dillian Whyte has spent 1,000 days as WBC's #1 challenger.
Wow.
And
he still hasn't had a title fight yet. That's ridiculous, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, I can't believe it. You paid for it, so if you went on the right thing, mate, you could have got this for nothing. I just flicked through the what was it I flicked through here? TV live, PPV, and live events.
Did you see that, Stanley?
Got it for nothing.
The Bushwhackers, remember them? I remember, was it what's the one? Royal Rumble.
Oh yeah, I know.
He walked way down the ring, got in the ring, walked to the other side, and they chucked him out, and he walked all the way back. Like,
yeah,
that is brilliant. That honestly, Anthony, don't worry, mate. Banter, it's all banter, mate. Love you too, mate. Don't take nothing like that.
Makes me laugh. The fucking ref is wearing a mask. Can you believe it?
Yeah, I know.
Is this a joke or? Oh my God!
Good body punch there from Povetkin.
Oh, this guy's not too bad, you know. Oh. I've got feeling that.
Nothing really.
Is he Russian, brother? Is he Russian, Tel?
Is he Russian or is he
Ukraine or Russian? One of them, isn't it? Act that way.
Yeah. $30 left in this. Just under 30 seconds left in this round one. Just sizing each other up, really.
I spoke with his brother, Dylan's Whyte brother. You know?
Yeah, what did he say?
I've spoken to Dylan Whyte's brother. Because
what did he say?
He's good mates with Heavy D. No, he said. I think he boxes as well. You know, I'm sure he boxes. Brother.
Yeah, that's right. That's from New Zealand. Yeah.
Round one is over. That is a tie, I would say. That one, nothing really happened.
No.
Dubkin, fan forever. Dubkin, fan forever.
All these people, these fucking masks on, man. Fucking joke. Bollocks.
Fan forever says, I pressed the like button. I always do. Big up, boys. Terry, you look like Rafael Nadal. Could look like Stone Cold Steve Austin. Stan looks like The Rock. Well, I'll take any of them.
Yeah, I'll take The Rock. I'll take that all day.
Martin Morris says, I remember Giant Ace and Big Daddy. Yeah.
Mick McManus.
And Big Daddy was Shirley.
His real name, yeah. Shirley Crabtree, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, Shirley. Here we go. He's Russian. He is Russian.
He's got a big garden, eh? This is his place. It's more like a hotel, mate. Well, a fucking house is a hotel, isn't it?
Well, listen, if you've got the money that the Yearns have got, you'd have that too.
Yeah, he doesn't live in that house. Right, he lives in a resort.
Oh, include what that one is. Oh, good body shot there with the left hand from Dillian Whyte.
Oh, there we go.
Another good left jab to the stomach there from Dillian. Oh,
got another one there.
Yeah.
He got him right in the fruit basket.
That was a good punch. Yeah. Good right hand. Good right hand on the chin.
Yeah.
Terry, what's this guy's record going into the fight, Terry?
Who?
This Povetkin or whatever. What's he?
I think he had
his record going into this fight?
He's had about 44 fights, I think, and he's lost two.
No, it was 35 fights, 2 losses,
and 1 draw.
Yeah, and
come on, Dillian.
I don't know about it.
Go on, Dillian. Oh, there's another good punch there. He's pushing Povetkin on the ropes.
Povetkin's face looks a bit like Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, you're right.
He looks like he's struggling away.
Just under a minute left.
You must have.
Sorry, Claude.
The fitness levels you have to have at this level, man.
Oh, it's unbelievable.
I do have full respect for anyone that can get in the ring and do this, though, because
that was cool.
I wouldn't want any part of this whatsoever.
The concentration must be. Well, you can't drop your concentration 1 minute, 1 second, because that'd be it. Yeah. Especially in the heavyweight.
Just both in the middle at the moment, just looking at each other. A couple of jabs going out, but nothing. Literally any second now, the bell's going to go. And there you go. Second round is done. I think Dillian got that one, myself personally, Stan.
Yeah, might have done.
I think Dillian might have got that one. I think the first round was a draw, and I think Dillian might have squeezed that one.
Povetkin took a couple of hits that kind of knocked him a bit, didn't he?
Yeah. Nick, one of our long-time followers, Claude has said, can you give him a shout-out, please, Claude?
Who's this? Who is it?
Nick.
Nick.
Yeah.
All right, Nick. How are you, mate? Take care. Hope you're enjoying the weekend. And I hope you're watching the fight. It's great. I can't believe I got this on. I can't believe it. I should have looked at this section of the fucking TV, shouldn't I?
Mm. Tom Johnson said, Povetkin is old now. A younger version would blow Whyte away in 5. Here we go. Round 3, everyone. Just started. Both in the middle of the ring. Couple of jabs thrown out by both fighters. But nothing.
It's a weird looking place, mate. He's got there, isn't it? It's weird looking. That can't be all these.
Cool. It looks like the back of Disney World or something, doesn't it?
No, it can't be all these places, can it?
Oh,
a bit of sharing or something.
In there.
We've got Flo in the house. Flo from Down Under. How you doing, Flo? He says,
he's right. Oh, I could be right here. I could be right. Third round. Oh. No.
Both in the middle of the ring still. He's throwing a few punches, Povetkin, but he's just not connecting, is he? It's like he's hitting his arms, Dillian's, whereas Dillian's getting through when he does it. Still in the middle of the ring. A few punches being thrown by. Oh, Povetkin went for 2 big hooks there, but missed completely. Dillian with 2 quick jabs connects in his face. So this is the difference. See, Povetkin is throwing big bombs and punches and that, but they're not doing anything. They're hitting Dillian's arms or, you know what I mean, going over his head. Whereas Dillian's doing the jabs and that, and they're connecting.
Yeah, he's clocking him each time. He's getting him every time, isn't he? So far.
He's getting clear connections, Dillian, if you know what I mean.
Clock up the points and then go for the big ones, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just keep clocking up the points.
Oh, Povetkin there with 2 good body shots.
We'll come back there.
Just under 30 seconds now of round 3. Both just in the middle of the ring. Still not really nothing happening. Povetkin there with 3 punches, but didn't. Oh, that's a great body punch there by Dillian. Oh, and again.
Oh, he come back there.
Oh, that was a fake punch there. You see that from Dillian, but didn't get it. That's round 3, everyone.
I like the way after each round they're kind of like, you know, knocking fists. I noticed in the press conference as well that they seem to have they did have respect for each other. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They weren't, you know, sometimes they give it to each other like trash talk and that. Well, probably helps that one of them can't speak English, I suppose.
Luke is saying, this is just a bit biased in my opinion. Povetkin is doing what he needs to do. Notice everything Povetkin hits. You all so quiet. No problem with the bias. I don't really like Whyte, so there's my bias. That's fine, Luke. It's not a problem. I just think, like I said, Nick, it's coming up to round 4, mate. I just think he's Povetkin is doing quite a bit, but everything he's throwing, it's not connecting properly. Whereas Dillian, when he's, you know what I mean, he's throwing, it's actually connecting to what he wants to do. So,
and I think he's also shaken Povetkin a couple of times.
Well said, Lone Star. He said, "Let's KO this up. The likes, please." Thank you very much, Lone Star. Yes, come on, everyone, hit the like button.
Yeah, man. It's no need to freeload. Just click like.
We're in round 4, everyone. Oh, that's a great. Oh, 2 great punches by Dillian. He's put him down. The left foot. He's put him down. He's put him down the left foot. Being counted.
Oh, he's down.
3 punches there. 3 great punches.
One round too late. One round too late. I've got this. He's gone. He's gone. This guy. He's gone. This guy's gone, man. He's gone.
You got to jump on him now, Dillian. Come on, get it over and done with. Great punches they were, Stan.
Yeah.
He's gone, mate. Yeah, look, mind you.
He just wobbled him. He went down onto one knee, but it just wobbled him.
Yeah.
It was 3. Oh, that's another great uppercut there that caught him, and a left jab, and another left jab.
Oh.
Povetkin is trying to come back, but
down to the body,
just covering up. Dillian with another left jab that's connected. Povetkin has done nothing yet since. It's just covering up. Povetkin with a good right hook, but
missed him. Went for the body, missed him.
So look, that punch there, hit him in the arm. Just see it.
Yeah.
Oh, another good left jab that's connected by Whyte. Oh, 2 quick jabs
there, yeah.
So a right walk there from Povetkin, but it's hitting his arm. Yeah.
Oh, he got one in there.
Oh, good body punch there from Dillian. "30 seconds left of round 4. Povetkin's been down on the floor this round. Povetkin, oh, he's gone down again. What a punch by Dillian. What a punch. What a punch. Povetkin is down again. Was that an uppercut? That was a left uppercut there. I'm sure it was, Stan.
Yeah, it just wasn't quite flush, though, was it? Did you notice? No. I don't think. He didn't get it flush.
Oh, that's it. He's lucky. I think he's lucky here that the bell's gone. I think look, I should have had money on it. I said round 5. Said fucking round 5. Round 5's coming up, boys.
Yeah, he's getting on top now, and he's fucking should have gone in that round, shouldn't he?
Well, round 4.
Povetkin seems to be showing Dillian too much. All this too much knocking gloves. Did you notice in the middle of the the round, there was a slip. Instead of going for it, he kind of touched his glove as if like they were sparring, like to say, "All right, mate."
Yeah, exactly. They're just showing you the replay of the knockdowns.
Oh yeah.
Bang! Look at that lift up. Right on the chin.
Yeah, he got him. That was he got him flush there.
Whoa.
I didn't think he got him quite so flush, but he did get him.
Here we go, round 5. Round 5. Can Dillian finish it off? He's put Povetkin down twice in round 4. He needs to get this over and done with, boys. Just in the middle of the ring at the minute. Dillian's hit him on the top of the head with a right fist. Dillian is out. He's out cold. Dillian is out cold.
He went down like a tree, mate.
Dillian is out cold. It's like all over. Tree. This fight is all over. Dillian
killed him like a tree.
Unbelievable.
Out of nothing. That was like an RKO out of nowhere.
He is out.
He's out of it, mate. He's gone.
Oh, I can't believe this. This is incredible. That's incredible.
There you go.
What does that show you? What heavyweight boxing, mate? Jesus fucking.
He felt
completely out bored.
He was like a board.
One punch, and that's it. Gone. His career
at the moment. He still don't put him up sitting on the stool, and he doesn't even know where he is. He was completely out, right on the button. That was.
Did you see how straight he was when he fell? It was like, rigid like a board.
This is what I said. You've got to get on top of these fighters when they're down. Do you know what I mean? Because it's only that one punch.
Yeah.
And look, you know what I mean? He done nothing in that fight. Let's be honest, Stan. Wow. They're still attending, Didion. They haven't even showed the replay again. I mean, that was just it hit him, and he went out like a light before that punch even hit him. He was out like a light. It was unbelievable.
Yeah. That was like out of nowhere, mate. He just clocked him. It was he just felt so straight. It's like his whole body went rigid in his red.
Yeah. Do you think that's it for him now? Sorry.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah. But look, I mean, he's waited. The horrible and hard thing about this is he's waited so long to get a title fight, and now he's got to work his way back up. I think that is the end of him, to be honest now. But it just goes to show you, really, if he can go out like a light just by that punch, Fury would have absolutely annihilated him. Absolutely annihilated him.
I can't wait to see that replay again, man.
I have to show you though. This is one type about heavyweight boxing, right? He's fucking well ahead in this fight, isn't he? And fucking that one punch, that's it. Bang.
As Lone Star said, it wasn't a fight on the night.
As you said earlier, Claude, you said
this reminds me of Buster Douglas against Mike Tyson.
Oh my God. They're just showing it. He was at left hook uppercut.
You said earlier, Claude, about concentration. You let your concentration slip for a second.
Oh my God! Literally, bang!
Uppercut.
Wow! Right on the chin. Lifted his head off his shoulders nearly. Unbelievable punch. Unbelievable punch.
He slides underneath a punch by Dillian Whyte. He slides underneath, and when he comes up, he just gives a haymaker from hell.
That was unbelievable. Martin Morris, he said he fell down like Del Boy at the bar with Trigger.
Yeah, fair play, he did.
Emmanuel says, who won the fight? Povetkin. Round 4, he got knocked down twice, Povetkin, and he's got up in round 5 and absolutely hit him with a left uppercut right on the money. Right on the money, and boom, Whyte was out like a light.
Yeah.
Where did Dillian Whyte go from here now?
Yes, Jack, it is all over, mate. It is all over. Dillian Whyte has lost now. His mandatory's gone now. Povetkin has won the fight. He's got up.
Does that mean that Povetkin will be fighting the winner of Fury Wilder, like Dillian Whyte was going to have? Does that still count for Povetkin?
I don't know. Dillian Whyte has had enough. He's got straight out the ring and going. He looks unstable on his feet still, man. Flo said he went down like Mrs. Mangle on Luke Arpiter, Claude. Jake said he went down quicker than Arsenal in the table. Steve said that's heavyweight boxing for you.
He went down quicker than Harry Kane in the penalty box.
You did, Dave. I did see it, mate. I did see it. Look back at the comments, guys. I said Povetkin to KO round 4, 5, or 6. Nick said he's Whyte an Arsenal fan. Is he, Claude?
I'm not sure. I didn't even know. No, I'm not sure. Not sure, mate.
Jake, I'm not too sure either. Does Povetkin become the mandatory challenger for Fury Wilder now? I'm not too sure, mate. But that will be after the Fury Wilder and AJ one anyway. Arsenal Maniac said, what a KO. Class is permanent, even over 40.
Was that the 5th round or the 6th round?
5th. Fizzy Boy saying, Whyte is finished now. Luke said, absolutely incredible from Povetkin. Danny says, Povetkin does become mandatory now. So he does. But
okay.
It's when are they going to bloody do it? That's the thing, isn't it? Easy Ander said, I'm pleased he got KO'd. He talked way too much. Luke, not going to lie, Povetkin would get banned by even Wilder, let alone Fury.
Anthony Joshua's there, look.
Oh, God.
They're talking to Anthony Joshua here, my one.
Yeah, he's on the screen now, yeah. He can't believe it. He can't believe it. Nick has come up with a question. He said, Terry and Claude, what's the most pints of beers you have drunk in one night? Oh, bloody hell. Do you know what? I think the most I remember was I went to a beer festival. You know the German beer festival?
Yeah, Oktoberfest.
Well, this one was in Bethnal Green. And oh my God, you get the tank of beers, didn't you?
Yeah.
They called, oh my God. It was like that. I mean, to me, that's half my body.
That's like a litre, isn't it?
Well, you know, when I was holding that glass stand, it was like half of my body. You know what I mean? You know how small I am. It's ridiculous. Do you know what I mean? And we were drinking them all night, and that's all they had there, obviously, where it was a beer festival, and I was drinking. And I remember when I got home, I was like the Exorcist. I didn't even. I opened my toilet door, and I was like, it was going from the toilet door to the toilet. It was just blom. Oh my God, it's awful.
They're just
and I can't remember how many that was, mate. What about you, Claude?
I know what you mean. I know it because I've been in Germany. I love what. No, yeah, but I think about no. I normally have. I've done about 7 pints, and then I've done about. Then I go. What I do, I go onto the shorts after, so it's fucking hard to count, mate.
Yeah, I go on. That's what I do.
Hang on, have you got Povetkin on with his translator?
Yeah,
his translator. I thought it was Prince William. Oh no, Prince William. I was like, what's he doing now? He looks like him, doesn't he? Seriously, what's he doing now?
Oh dear. Dirty Boxer just said, I just lost 5K. Thanks, Whyte. Wow.
Kenny's absolutely just sent me a message 1 minute because he's watching it. Let me get Kenny. He says, I'm stunned and distraught.
Yeah, exactly.
He's got half his head hanging out the ring.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, he was well on top, wasn't it, in the fight?
Oh, he was on top. Well on top.
It reminds me of the Buster Douglas when he just like one punch, isn't it? One punch is on.
Yeah.
That's what you're getting anyway, right. Isn't
it? Yeah.
It's similar to that, isn't it? That Buster Douglas fight, yeah.
Yeah. Anthony says, lads, did you see the video of Fury talking to his best mate, and on the back of his van, he had a sticker on the back of his van. Anthony Joshua Tyson said, what the fuck is that? I love Anthony Joshua Tyson, and what the fuck is that? Well, I didn't see it, mate. I haven't seen it yet. I'll have to have a look.
The big thing is, can Dylan Whyte come back from this? I mean, I don't know about you two. Can he come back from it?
Nah, that's what I said. if you look at it, he's been the mandatory for 1,000 days, and he didn't get a title fight. Now he's got to work his way back up. Now he's probably got to have 2 or 3 fights again to get anywhere near fighting Povetkin again. I think it's too much for him.
Where did they get this belt? Right? What belt is this that he's holding? Because I thought all of the belts were between AJ right now and Wilder. So what's this belt? It's WBC on it. Oh, it's Diamond WBC Diamond Champion. What's that?
I thought this was an eliminator, Terry. It's not a title fight, is it?
But the belt, right, it says WBC, but it says Diamond Champion. So
I think he was a WBC champion when he did in Whyte, and that's why he was mandatory to fight Finney.
No, all of the big belts are held between Fury and AJ, right?
To be honest,
that's the unification.
It's WBC title. There, it's WBC.
Yeah, but that's not the proper one. It says Diamond Champion on it.
I get totally confused now with all these belts, Stan. There seems to be one.
The Continental belt. It's not a real one.
there
seems to be one.
Eddie Hearn's stunned, isn't he? He's absolutely stunned. I can't get it. We're not allowed, are we?
Yeah, he's proper stunned.
Oh, I thought you said he was stoned. I thought you said
stunned. I think he's stunned. He's stunned, mate. He's stunned. Cool, that is someplace, isn't it? He's got mate. Jesus Christ.
Dave said, I got 18-1 on Povetkin, KO, round 5, just won 950 quid. Well done. Well done.
Oh, he must be Mystic Meg then. He must have spoken to Mystic Meg. You thought that fucking gonna. I'm not being funny. How's he picked that one out? It's just a guess, isn't it, I suppose.
A lot of people don't like Whyte. That's the thing. A lot of people don't like Whyte. There's a few people in here that don't like Whyte and wanted Povetkin to win.
Tyson Fury is a WBC champion.
Well, I don't know. It's weird how it all goes, mate.
That's like a moody belt. That's a swag belt. Diamond champion. What is that?
Helicopter score was put. Whyte went down like Tottenham have in every cup final since they've been in 2008.
That's the last fight, isn't it, Terry? Or
that's the last fight. Yeah, that's it. That's all done. All done, mate. Just going to go through a few of these.
Yeah, good cover. Not one. It didn't feel how it fucking got good coverage here. So it didn't. What you say? Didn't buffer or nothing. And you went and paid. You could have got it for free on here.
I know, but I had to get it up since I was doing it, didn't I?
Yeah, but did you not look at the live events on your thing?
Yeah, I was doing it for ages, and I was messaging them, and they said it was on one channel, but I couldn't get it, so I thought I ain't mucking about, so I just got it on here because I still got Sky in a minute. Jake said, Terry, who you got for the Fury AJ?
Eddie Hearn's talking about a rematch between Dillian Whyte and Povetkin. That's what he's talking about.
Well, he would do, wouldn't he? For me, Jake, there's no contest, mate. No contest whatsoever. Fury all day long against AJ. There's no contest.
But then that's another thing we've got to look out for, Terry. What happened tonight? That can happen in the Fury fight as well. It can happen because one punch. That he weren't expecting that tonight, was he? He just caught him at the right time.
But you look at, that's what I'm saying, right? The bronze bomber, Deontay Wilder, are supposed to have the hardest punch out there, right? Everyone said it. He's got the hardest punch out there. Deontay Wilder gave Tyson Fury his hardest punch, put Tyson Fury on his back. And then all of a sudden, he gets up out of nowhere and says to him, basically, is that all you've got? Now, if a fighter... I don't think AJ...
But this guy's caught him. It's where he's caught him. If he catches him in the right place, it doesn't matter how hard it is, he's caught him well, then he couldn't get up, Whyte, could he? It's where you catch him. It's not always how hard it is.
Yeah, but I don't think AJ's got a chin. I don't think AJ's got a chin, so I think Tyson Fury will get in first, well before that. Me personally, I mean that's just my point of view. I called it twice in both the Wilder fights with Tyson Fury, and that is my personal view. I just want to big up the Saint for coming a YouTube member. Thank you very much, mate. Really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Forever True says AJ all day long. Who would you say, Stan?
What, between AJ and Fury?
Yeah.
Yeah, I fancy Fury. I just think that he's had.
No, I don't think that's the biggest one of the shots in boxing.
Sorry, Stan, what was you saying?
That is a real.
I just say I'd go for Fury. I just think he's got more experience as well. You know, he's had more. I think he's had more ring time than AJ, and I think that will help him.
Hello, Harper. Hope you're well, mate. He says, "Hello, boys. Happy Saturday. If Fury gets past Wilder first, he will do, mate. He got past him twice already. I don't even think there should be a third fight in my eyes."
So I was just listening to Hearn talking, and basically what he was saying was, you know, Dillian Whyte now he's come off the back of 2 losses. It's going to be difficult for him, but you know he feels that he's going to regroup and he'll be back for the rematch with Povetkin. And he kept talking about the rematch with Povetkin. That's what he kept sort of like dropping in. So that seems like what they're going to try and get fixed up next.
Yeah,
there must be something in the contracts where you have this one, but they said that if Dillian Whyte had won this, that the WBC would be going straight in the next morning after the Fury Wilder fight and putting in a mandatory for the winner of that fight. Now they're talking about a rematch with Povetkin and Dillian. Rather than putting in a mandatory for Povetkin. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I mean. It
sounds like they want Dillian to sort of like progress. Do you know what I mean? And they're going to give him another chance.
This is what I mean with boxing and why it loses me a little bit, because obviously, you know, all these winners, you're supposed to win a fight to get to the top. Do you know what I mean? Not win fights and then have rematches and then have rematches because, you know what I mean, you've won the first one, then you've lost the second one. Oh, it's got to be out of 3 now. You know what I mean? All this is rubbish. You want all these top fighters to fight each other at the best time of their careers.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Exactly. That's the thing, yeah. The best time in their careers. I think Dillian's had his shot now. They should move on.
Yeah. I agree. I mean, he should have had his shot anyway. Well before now. He should have had his shot well before.
Yeah, but he's had his shot now and he didn't make the most of it, unfortunately. That's how it goes, isn't it? Can't have a rematch. Yeah, no, maybe you'll get it right the next time. Then what? If he wins now, is the Povetkin going to say, well, then best of 3?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So then by that time, it could be another year down the line. Do you know what I mean? It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. No. It's ridiculous. You know, the only way you should have a rematch, let's be honest, is like what happened with Wilder and Fury in the first fight. Fury won that hands down. Come on. He won it hands down. And now the referees, and they scored it a draw, was absolutely bollocks, right? So that's the only reason why they needed the second rematch. They've had the second rematch. Fury absolutely annihilated him. Do you know what I mean? So there shouldn't be even a third match. He should have to fight someone else now.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
This wasn't close at all, mate. He was clock cleaned, mate. You know what I mean? He was sparked out.
He was gone. He could have been laying down there till next year, Dillian. Do you know what I mean? He was spark out. There was no getting up and coming back from that.
Yeah.
The referee was right. I mean, it took him a good.
Caught him in the right. I don't care. It don't. If you catch someone in that spot where he's caught it, no matter how hard it is.
I mean, also, can you imagine how hard that punch must have been to put down someone like Dillian Whyte? I mean, he's not like a small geezer.
No, exactly.
It doesn't matter.
Knock him out.
It's not just the power; it's the fucking where it's placed as well. It's just if you catch it in the right place, there's no chance. You've got no fucking chance. And that's why I'm saying heavyweight boxing. He had the chance in the fourth to finish it off, and he never did he?
No.
I mean, maybe we should start doing this in football. If we lose, we want a rematch straight away.
Rematch, yeah.
It was right in the first time. Maybe we should start putting that in bloody teams' contracts.
Yeah, and then after the rematch, if both teams have drawn, then you have to have a best out of 3.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Do you know what I mean? It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
You know, it's they've got to try. They've got to sort this out. Gio's in the. Hope you will, mate. Super chat. He's put. That's why champions don't fight Whyte. He doesn't deserve it.
I mean, if you're Povetkin, you'd be like, well, why would I want to fight this guy again?
Yeah.
I need to go to the next bit now. I just beat this guy. I beat him, and I beat him convincingly.
He can't believe he's won that fight as well because he was on the ropes, wasn't he, at the end of the fourth. He's going back at the end of the fourth thinking, do I really want to come out for the fifth? And it's just incredible, mate, incredible.
3 knockdowns and he comes back with that, yeah.
Well, as long as I think we should adopt these rules actually for next year in football because Arsenal, we're champions in the FA Cup. So if we lose, we get a rematch straight away, in my eyes. And then, like you said, if we win that, it has to go to a third game.
Yeah. If it's a draw, we win because we're the holders.
Yeah. Let's have a rematch as a cup final, yeah? FA Cup final. Let's have a rematch. Yeah, if we lose, then Arteta goes and we get Mourinho in. Yeah. Is that right, Charlie?
Listen. I can't listen. You know what? I'm just going to be doing this at the end of next season, Claudio. That's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be doing that, and I'm going to say, "Where's your lover boy now? Where is he?"
Well, I want to know. Has anyone seen Gabriel? Has anyone seen Gabriel?
What I'm going to be saying, Claudio, I'm going to be saying he's so far down now that I can't see him anymore. Where's he gone? Next, what have we got here? Daniel.
Has anyone seen Gabriel?
Thanks, Daniel. Thanks, mate.
Cheers, Daniel.
Has anyone seen Gabriel? Anyone seen Gabriel yet? Has he taken the medical yet? Or is he still in Manchester?
Nick, we're not asking them questions anymore, mate. Sorry, mate. We've had loads of them. We're just, we're not going to talk about that anymore, mate. Mad Mank, final 2006. Who won it? Who won it, Claude?
Unfortunately, it wasn't Arsenal. Barcelona.
Exactly. Unfortunately, Jake, we would love to get Kenny on, but he's with family at the moment, so maybe we can get him on for a reaction show. Anthony says, "Don't say that. Tell Emery might want to come back and play Man United again." Fucking hell, yeah. That's not happening, mate.
It looks like Emery wants to buy Guendouzi.
Huh?
I was reading that Emery at his new team wants to maybe spend some money on Guendouzi.
Listen, Stanley, if he comes back and he buys Guendouzi for 30 million, and then he buys Xhaka for 35, 40 million, listen, my views on him will change. He will be a masterclass of a manager. I would absolutely love him. Let's be honest, because I'm expecting him to put a big bid in for Xhaka and then making him his captain.
I don't think Xhaka's going anywhere, unfortunately, Tel. You can wish, mate, but I think he's going to be around for a little bit longer.
Read Fabio's tweet. What's he put? What's he put, Martin? Let me have a look. What's he put? Let's have a look.
Well, I quite enjoyed watching the boxing this evening.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
It wasn't the result. It wasn't the result I wanted, but I mean that's how it goes, isn't it? Sometimes.
Right. Here we go. Breaking news. Breaking news, boys. Breaking news. Are you ready?
Go on.
From Fabio Romano, Twitter, 2 minutes ago. Gabriel whatever you say his name, to Arsenal. Here we go. Total agreement just completed. He will fly on Monday to London, sign his contract until June 2025. 30 million to Lille, add-ons included. Official statement on next week. The deal is finally done.
How does he know?
Yeah. Listen, he was 22.
Journalist.
It was 22 million before Man United put their nose in. They was had to pay 30 million to get this deal over the line. Unbelievable. But 30 million.
To be honest, even if it is 30 million, I think that's still quite cheap.
I thought originally I heard it was like 27 million euros, which would be 30 million pounds. Right?
It was 22 million.
I remember hearing 22 at some point was mentioned.
Right. Everyone in the chat, if you know who this, I mean, I know who he is. He's on Twitter. Fab Romonio. How reliable do you think he is? Let me know. We've got.
If it's the real Fabio, have a look.
He's got the blue tick.
Have a look.
Who's his Fabio?
He's got the blue tick. He's a sports journalist and reporter from Italy, and he's
there's a fake one about as well, Terry. So check the real one, mate.
He's got the blue tick. He's got 1.2 million. He can't be fake.
If it's him, it's a deal because he's normally spot on.
Right. It's saying most reliable source.
Okay, that's good to know. I never heard of this person before. That's good to know.
10 out of 10. Someone saying super reliable, forever true. Saying 720 saying the most reliable. Jake saying most reliable guy. BL Gamer, he is the most reliable. Anton saying it is real. Forever true saying the best in the business. Steve is saying most reliable on Twitter.
This is send Arsenal Twitter to meltdown now. Oh my God.
Dan, he said he's proper legit, Terry, mate. Well, there you go. You've heard it here first.
Right. Yeah, sorry.
You've heard it here second.
Looking at Nick's conversion. No, you're right there. Sorry. Sometimes I'm working in pounds, sometimes it's euro, sometimes Canadian dollars. But so is it 30 million pounds or 30 million euros? Are they saying
30 million euros.
So 30 million euros, what would that be in pounds then?
About 27, like you said.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. Then that's okay. We haven't been tucked up again. All right. Good.
Or stand 27,000 euros equals to 24. So yeah.
So yeah, 30 million euros would be around 27 million pounds. Okay.
Yeah. Daniel saying it's definitely done.
Thank fuck for that.
So there you go. That's what I said. The biggest load of bullshit. When you hear that Man United's coming for him right at the last minute, or a PSG or a Real Madrid, that is when you know the deal was finally done and he's an Arsenal player. Any player, I'm telling you now, right? If this party deal gets done, right? Believe me, if this party deal gets done, or Aurora, whatever his name is, it gets done, you watch a bid coming from Man United or Chelsea or Man City on the last day or the day before it gets done. You watch. I'm telling you, it happens all the time.
Yeah. Okay.
All the time. But if we do get him and it is true, which it looks like it is, I'm very, very excited. All the clips that I've seen of him, since we've been linked with him, I've done a lot of research on him, and he looks an absolute phenomenal player. His left foot is absolutely phenomenal. And he can get us on the attack just like that, just by a click. And it's a pinpoint position. I don't know if you've had a look at him, Stan, or not.
I don't know much about him, but the reports and the reputation are pretty high. And at this moment, I'm willing to try anyone in the defence other than what we have. He can't be any worse. He cannot be any worse than a lot of the players that we currently have. So yeah, fair play.
Saliba, is he in the squad? He will be. He will be in the squad for the next season.
He's already at Emirates, isn't he? He's training and all that. He's already here.
Yeah.
There, whoever you want to say.
Yep, that's what we're talking about. AFC TNE, my captain. I hope you're well, mate. He said, look at Romero's post. That's what we were just discussing, mate. Wolf Devil, you didn't win 20 times at the Emirates, Life. 20 times what? You didn't win what 20 times? I don't know what. Sorry, I might have missed your comment. I don't know what you're talking about, mate. David said, got to get my day started now, guys. Have a nice evening. See you again.
Cheers, David.
Thanks a lot, David. Hope to see you soon, mate. Harper says, trouble is tell, not being negative, but Premier League is a much higher level than France League, but fingers crossed. It definitely is, mate. It definitely is. But he's a different caliber of player now that we're looking at. From the bloody Liechtensteins, the Socrates, the Mustafis. You know what I mean? He's in a different league, and he's only, what, 22, 23, is he?
So I'm just reading here in the Daily Mail that Arsenal have made an inquiry with Bayern Munich for Thiago Alcantara, but they've asked them to lower the 23 million asking price. I mean, if it's available for 23 million, I mean, it's a no-brainer, isn't it? You know what I mean? Who writes this stuff?
Honestly, these reports, it's ridiculous. You know what I mean? It's absolutely ridiculous. These reports. Do you know what I mean? It's you can't. I don't think we could make any more shit up, if you know what I mean, than what comes out of these people's mouths sometimes. 26 million, and we're asking them what, to lower it to 16? What do we want? Come on.
It's easier to go on social media or get newspapers and find stories about players that we're not linked with.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
This is good. The Culture Medium says Gabriel was in the League One Team of the Year. Hopefully he kicks on for us, re-signing Martinelli, Saka, and hopefully Uber and Gabriel. Let's get rid of some there. Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, we need to start looking at moving some people out.
Oh, sorry, Wolf Devil. I didn't see what you were saying. He's saying I was talking to the man. Okay, mate. Daniel said, I heard Gabriel might wear number 6, Tony Adams' old number. Good.
I think Saliba's getting number 4.
4.
Off of El Neni.
What, you sure that El Neni ain't coming back in the team?
Well, they're taking the number.
Wow.
I read. And I also heard that there's another team in Turkey that wants to continue with, not the one that he was at, another team, Trezbanz or whatever they're called, are interested in El Neni.
If you like, Terry, have a look at my tweet.
Your tweet. Let's have a look. We've got breaking news here. Breaking news. Claudiola, the reporter. Let's see what he's put.
No, I'm just saying I've responded to Fabrizio.
Oh, I hate that when it happens. Oh, what you got on these one? Oh.
Yeah, I quite tweeted it.
You put dancing on it. You put this. Stanley, this is what he's put.
I'm just getting someone sending me now the tweet about this from this Fabrizio. I'm going to follow this Fabrizio Romano guy.
Yeah.
Nick Achilles. I'll still be Liverpool chair. Nick Achilles. Listen, it's not. Terry, can you, when you do the thing for the next week's thing, yeah, can you put community shield? It's the community shield, not charity shield.
Community, yeah.
Everyone is called. Yeah. It's community shield game. It's big. It's not really a big game. It's a glorified friendly. To be honest with you, it's just it's about getting players fit. There'll be a lot of substitutions. Well, I don't take too much into it. The big kickoff is on the 12th of September, Craven Cottage, by the River Thames, Fulham. And if we should. And can you believe it? We are playing the worst ranked team in the Premier League. So we should get off to a good start. So
hopefully. Apparently, something's wrong with your mic. I can hear you fine, Claude, but people are saying they can't hear you.
Oh, I don't know what's happening. I have to take this off then. Hold on. I can't get this off, man.
Well, I can hear you now. I can hear you better now without them on.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
I don't understand what. Oh man, I don't understand it. I have to stop doing it. Not a problem tonight with this.
Don't talk rubbish. We're not deluded, mate. But he will be better than Van Dijk next week. I'm only joking.
Jake, he pisses over Van Dijk. He pisses over him. Absolutely pisses over him. We have bought the best centre half in European football, mate.
Come on, that's it, Yoda. I love it. That's how we need to be.
Best centre half in Europe we bought. We bought him. I can't believe it. We've got him. We've got him in the bag.
Nick is saying...
worth about... Yeah, Liverpool leads. Premier League winners against Championship winners. So, yeah.
I think any team against Leeds next season will be a great game. I think they're going to be a good side, Leeds.
Yeah. Gabriel is the best centre-half in Europe at the moment. Look at his stats. No best centre-half in Europe at the moment.
Well, I'm still going to wait until I see a picture of him holding up an Arsenal jersey.
It's done. If Romano says it's done, it's done. That's it. It's like the Bible.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, it's like Romano is the Bible.
Well, you're going to have to.
I never heard
If Romano says it's egg and bacon in the morning, it's egg and bacon in the morning. Oh.
You're going to have to do a little dance when you go off, Stan.
A dance?
Yeah, you're going to have to do a dance because it's a welcome dance to Gabriel.
What now?
Yeah, not yet.
Whenever I know you need to go soon, so whenever you need to go, you'd have to sign off with a little welcome dance.
You don't want to see me dance, man. I've got 2 flat feet. I can do robot though.
Well, the robot I do. I'm happy with the robot, mate.
I'm not bad at robot. My missus likes me.
I'm a good dancer. I'm a good dancer, man. When I kick
we've got Salim in the chat. He says hello from Singapore.
Yeah, have you seen my dancing? Have a look. I'm going to show you, man. I'll show you.
Don't put no music on. Claudio, don't put music on.
No, I'm not putting music. I'm going to show you my dancing.
Salim says, hello from Singapore, guys. I think Arsenal will have a great season. They have made some decent signings, and Arteta seems to be the right guy finally. Winning enough surprise.
Have a look at that. Have a look at that for dancing, mate. Look at that.
Thank you, Salim. I agree with that as well.
Yeah. Move your phone over a little bit so we can see, Claude. The other way.
Hey? Must be able to see it from there, surely.
No, just a white light.
You need to come over. Salim, thank you very much, and big up from Singapore, mate. Thank you for watching. It's too bright on the screen. We can't see it, mate.
Oh, well, I was going to show you some good dancing there, man. That's a properly dance, man.
Come on, do the robot, Stan.
You want to see me do my robot? I'm actually pretty good at the robot, to be fair. But it's an old dance, isn't it? It's well old. It's well out of fashion, but, you know.
Listen, you've bigged it up now. You need to do it.
All right, hold on. Let me see. Let me get that. You want to see some robot? All right, okay, hold on. All right, let me see.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3, go.
Oh my God. I do apologise to the viewers tonight, but
there you go, mate. That's the old robot.
Well done, mister. Well done. Well done.
Man, well done.
Now you're doing breakdance.
Oh, it's gone, man.
You're doing breakdancing there. Everyone wants to see your dancing now, Claude. Turn the brightness down.
You've got to see some moves from Claude.
No, I had it on here, man. I had it on here. But here we go. Look, can't you see?
Move it over this way a little bit.
Too bright.
Come over. That's it. Stay there.
There you go.
Yes. Look at that. Look
There
at
you go.
that. Look at that.
Fucking
You got some
is
movement.
that fucking proper dancing or what, man? Hey?
Matthew said, do a Boomerang celebration. 1 or 2 backflips, Claude.
I don't think his neighbours will be happy if he starts backflipping.
No. Mind you, I've had to listen to their fucking noise all night anyway. But anyway,
What are they doing? Shagging?
Hey, shagging. Like fucking rabbits, mate. Oh dear.
The words of that thing, it sounds like he's whispering in Claude's ear.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, mate.
Right, listen, gentlemen, I'm going to have to love you and leave you now because I've got to take Mrs. Stan to the beach. Mrs. Stan needs some attention.
Yeah, no problem, mate. We really appreciate you coming on, Stan. And
what time is it? What do you mean attention? What time is it there?
It is now 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So I've got about an hour and a half.
Got plenty of time, mate.
An hour and a half, some nice sunshine left. So I'm going to take Mrs. Stan out for a little stroll.
I've never met you. Get her in here. I haven't really had a good look. Can you bring her in?
She's on the phone, mate. She's on the phone to her sister. She's on the phone to her sister, Claude.
Oh,
but she sends her love, by the way.
I'll let you off, mate.
Are you watching the boxing? You're watching Terry and Claude. I said, I'm watching it with Terry and Claude. She goes, well, you make sure you give me my love. I forgot earlier.
I think you're definitely punching from the little glimpse I saw the other day. I think you're punching above your weight there.
Well, I am a little bit. Do you know what I mean? So, I appreciate that. But listen, thank you for having me on. I really enjoyed watching the boxing. And big shout out to everyone in the chat box again for making me feel so welcome. I really appreciate it.
I'm not going to spoil it, but I left a video at 1-0 to Arsenal on the career mode, so I'm not going to spoil it. We were playing. Was it only the one game?
Yeah, it's that one game, but watch it to the end, Claude, because I think you'll enjoy it. And I don't want to give anything away, but as the title said of that particular episode, the title was Donny.
Oh,
right. It's worth a watch just for Donny. All right, thank you very much for having me on, gentlemen, and I hope everybody has a fantastic week and Champions League and SummerSlam tomorrow. So I'm going to be watching sports tomorrow.
Excellent.
Thanks, everyone. Take care, everyone.
Bye-bye. You going to come on tomorrow, Champions League final?
I don't think I'll be around for that one, Claude, unfortunately, tomorrow. I'm going to spend a little time with the missus for this weekend. So I'll be checking in because I'll be checking in and watching little bits.
Not you and all.
All right, lads.
Dan, thanks a lot for coming on. Really appreciate it.
Kenny, who was the other one? Who's the other one with the missus problem that can't go? Who is it? Who is it?
Glenny boy. Glenn boy.
There's Glenn and there's another one. Who was the other one? There's another one tonight.
Oh, Cheek.
Oh, yeah, Cheek.
Cheek.
Another one. Now, man.
Right, we've been going for nearly 3 hours now, so we'll give it 10 more minutes. Everyone,
come
get
on,
your
one more.
Oh, here we go.
Question.
Here we go.
Oh!
Here we go.
Kenny in the building.
How you doing, Kenny?
I thought I'd send you. I'd send you a link, Kenny, because. No, I'm
absolutely distraught. I'm actually distraught. I'm gutted. I didn't see it coming. I think what it is that because I go to some of these meets, and you get closer fighters, you get involved, invest in their career, and obviously Dillian Whyte is 10 times gutted than I'll ever be. But I'm absolutely devastated. I don't, because simple reason you see someone who's worked his nuts off for all the old comers. Yeah. One, even that, and then for that to happen, I'm just too distraught for words. I'm just absolutely lost for words. I did not see it coming. There were 2 clear knockdowns in the fourth round, and then for that to happen, I'm just in shock. I had a house full of people, and everyone, you know, is just stunned.
Kenny, is there any way back for Dylan? Do you think that's it, or do you think there's
there is a rematch clause that has been inserted because Dillian still going to get his position. The thing with Povetkin, yes, he is the number 1 challenger, but it's all about negotiations, and it's not as easy as that. I think the money fight is still going to be Dillian Whyte, so Povetkin Dillian Whyte's going to have to go again because it's such a devastating knockout, you know, and because of the disappointment of all his team and his fans like myself, and even people in the studio, Anthony Joshua, Anna Woolhouse, and Johnny Nelson, they're absolutely shocked because, you know, it's not a case of them being Team Dillian Whyte. All the 4 rounds, he won the fight clearly, but really, truly, it's going to be a situation where Dillian Whyte has to mentally pick himself up because he knows he can be knocked out. He knows he could lose. And you know, it's one of those things where it wasn't a case of him like losing on points. He got knocked clean out. He got hurt, buzzed, out cold. You know what I mean? No getting up from that knockdown. So it's
but that's heavyweight boxing, isn't it?
Definitely. But you know, Dillian Whyte has to look at it this way, right? He's done it before and he could do it again. He's 32 years old, but he's very young in boxing terms. You know what I mean? He's in terms of his body and everything. He hasn't had the sort of hard yards like Povetkin has with a long amateur career, or Joshua as well with the young amateur career, and Tyson Fury. He's actually a fresh fighter, and he has to realise I can beat these guys. I've beaten, you know, like world title holders like Parker. I've beaten Chisora, who's on the cusp of it. I've beaten great fighters, and I could do it again. He has to believe in himself. Right now, it's the end of the world. He feels it's not the end of the world, but it isn't. You know, last week we got a young girl, called Shannon Courtney. Everyone was telling her that she's the best thing since sliced bread. Matchroom and markets her very well, but she's lost because they put her up a level and she's lost. So she thinks it's the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. You lose a fight, no matter what people like the predictors mean. There's still a way back, but you know, it's one of those things where, you know, you get knocked off your bike and you got just when you're at the finishing hurdle and you've got to go back again and learn how to ride that bike. But he just has to have the appetite for it.
Just before I ask you a question, Nick said, Terry, have you ever been to Cyprus before? I have, mate. My mum and dad used to live in Mandria, just outside Paphos, for about 7-8 years. So I used to go over there quite a lot and stayed over there for a month. Lovely place, mate. Really nice. Kenny, I'm as shocked as you, mate. I thought Whyte was going to absolutely annihilate him, to be honest, especially after that 4th round. It's a shame that come really quick because I think Whyte would have finished him off. But let's be honest, in boxing and in UFC, you only need 1 punch. And unfortunately,
yeah, because I think I think Povetkin, he's looked at, he thinks, right, my career's over if I lose this fight. Simple, it's over.
Yeah.
So if there's an opportunity, I've got to do it because he's probably looked at the situation. I'm going down, and he says, right. Normally, when I go down, he's mauling me, and I'm missing punches. All I need to do is get lucky once, and he got lucky, and he got lucky in the most devastating style because it's the punch you don't see that takes you out, and it was like a heavy fall. It was like as soon as he went down, even if it doesn't matter whether he hit the advertising audience or not, I think he was knocked out completely from from the fact that from when the punch landed. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Look, I mean, to be honest, I mean, what's your opinion? Because I don't think it really matters, really. I mean, obviously, I would have loved to see Dillian Whyte win and get a title fight, but I don't think it matters who would have won that fight because I think Fury would beat both of them hands down anyway. I know it would be.
Well, the thing is, I've got a theory about Tyson Fury. I don't think you'll see Tyson Fury fighting in 80 months' time. For the simple reason is that, regardless, despite you can watch Tyson Fury on, like the latest show, the Mo Gilligan. You can watch him on TVAM or whatever they call it now. The guy has still got issues with his mental health. I think he's putting an act, and I think he's falling out of love with boxing. He ain't going to hang around to wait for Dillian Whyte to get his number one position. He ain't even going to wait around for Joshua either. I think what's happened, right, is that he's going to fulfill his contract, and if Joshua fight happens, it happens. If it doesn't, he's gone. He's only got 2 fights left in him because his mental health is still very fragile, and like with the sort of demands on the fight game in terms of like promoting the fight, the advertising, and being at this stage of his life, what he's not. He isn't the happy-go-lucky Tyson that everyone thinks he is. It's every day's a battle for the poor man. And I think I don't see Tyson staying around too long, I'm afraid.
I totally agree with you, Ken. I totally agree where you're coming from. I think he's only got 2, maybe 3 fights left him in anyway. And like you said, if depending what's going on with boxing and trying to get venues and things like that, he's only got probably the end of next year, maybe the beginning of the year after, and that's it. And if he doesn't get any fights in between, then like you said, then he won't fight him. He'll be the undisputed heavyweight champion, never lost.
Well, that's the thing, and that's the problem with box as well. I was on a show yesterday, and I've always said right, and it's not trying to be arsed towards Tyson or any other fighter. Just you got to realise is that it wasn't taken away from you, the belt. You giving it up, so you can't. I think if you give up a belt, you have no right to say, "Well, I'm the real champion." Well, hang on here, no, you're not. You had an opportunity to fight. Obviously, there's other issues as well, but you had the opportunity to fight, and you threw your title in the bin, which means you've got no claims on any legacy. Because that's how I felt about Riddick Bowe in as far back as 1992 when he threw the WBC belt in the bin because he wanted to go and earn more money elsewhere, but rather than fight Lennox Lewis. That as far as I'm concerned, that fight never happened, and I think I think boxing fans need to be aware of that fact. That remember, Bowe and Lewis never happened, even though Bowe and Lewis happened in the Olympic Games when Lewis knocked him out for the gold medal in Seoul. But we may not see a Tyson Fury Joshua fight because I don't Tyson Fury. What's that?
I don't think that'd be down to Fury. Like Fury would want to fight him.
Yeah, but he won't wait around for him.
No, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
And he won't wait around for him because simple reason is that in this current climate, we don't know whether we're going to be fighting in front of empty crowds or not. So for me, Anthony Joshua likes being having a belt, so he's going to want to fight Kapilov, then Usyk. Where does that leave Fury?
Well, that's what I'm saying. You're exactly right, and to me, that's why I would never rate AJ after what he's done. He keeps dodging all the big fights.
Yeah, but he's not. He's not actually dodging Fury. He's fulfilling his commitments. He's not. Why? I would say, why would a champion who's worked his nuts off had it lost everything? Because by this time last year, we thought AJ was finished because of what happened with Ruiz, and he had to get up back on that horse and win on points comfortably. So he had to work. Why should he work his nuts off to get everything back that was his? And they think, all right, let me just give it away to fight Tyson Fury.
Who's he fought since then? He's won them back. Nobody's.
Yeah, but
this is why
Joshua hasn't had a fight. Anthony Joshua hasn't fought anyone since lockdown. So, but the problem is, it's down the tight. It's trouble is politics and boxing. Remember, it's the TV stations that they're with and blah blah. It's all about negotiations. Yeah, casual boxing fans want it, but it doesn't mean it's going to happen, because the reason is that, you know, you can't force a man with Tyson Fury's mental health issues to just you know, get himself up for a fight when he's not mentally ready.
Yeah, but you say it's like, you know, the fans want it, the TV fins want it. Well, then surely AJ must want it. Surely you don't want to be a fighter, right? That you retire, say he retires, AJ, in a couple of years' time, and he's got the belt. But people will turn around and say, "But you never fought Fury. You never done this. You never."
I hate what you're saying. But why would you give up a belt that you worked your nuts off just to fight someone? To fight someone because the British public for it. These are lucrative belts.
I would want to fight the best. If you really want to be the best at your profession and you want to be known as the best, surely you've got to fight the best. And if you don't, if
the best fighter throws his titles in the bin, then he's done it voluntarily. Then, you know, it's the argument. Then clearly, you know, like, we just have to move on with it, and, you know, questions and answers. But there's many a great fighter who hasn't fought his rival because of, you know, politics of boxing. And come on, look how long we had to wait for Pacquiao Mayweather, and what a load of fight, that rubbish that fight was, because politics in boxing.
Yeah, exactly. I think the politics in boxing has to be changed straight away. It's ridiculous. All these belts that they've got, there should be one belt. All these rematches that they keep having in their clause, it's ridiculous, right? That's what we were talking about earlier. I don't. Obviously, you're watching the boxing. I mean, imagine if we done that in football. So next year, right? If we do that in football, we're the FA Cup holders, right? So if we lose in the third round, can we go for a replay because we lost?
But the thing is, you've got to realise with boxing, you've got to realise with football. Football has a fixture list, and in boxing, in football, the cup competitions are drawn out with hat. In boxing, there's no fixture list in boxing. It's all about it's all about ticket. It's all about promoting a fight, creating a rivalry, an imaginary rivalry, getting, you know, one group of fans to support one fight and another group of fans to support another fight. Build up the fight in terms of public interest. Then you have a fight. There isn't a fixture list, and I think that's why you're going to. And the same with UFC. You're going to have to wear it because football can sell itself. Boxing's got its work cut out selling itself, because simple reason is that, you know, you've got to realise terrestrial TV has run away from boxing because fighters can pull out at the last minute for injury, so they're not going to give it that risk. And that's why you're going to have different champ fighters with different TV stations, because everything's pay-per-view nowadays.
Yeah, no, listen, I totally get where you're coming from, and that's fine. But at the end of the day, that's what I'm saying. With the UFC, you're ranked, and when you're the under, what is it? Not the under. What's the one when you're underneath, like mandatory? Basically, you get to go for the title. You get to go for it.
But there's only one. Yeah, but there's only one man. You've got to realise UFC bought out another franchise, and basically there's only one man in charge, which is Dana White. Dana White knows full well that he's competing with boxing in the United States and around the sort of the Americas as well. So he knows that he has no choice to, because if he goes down boxing road, then what happened? TV won't be interesting, and like new fight fans will be interested. Because let's face it, most of the people like M&A are actually new to combat fighting. They weren't 20 years ago. They weren't talking about MMA, were they, or UFC? They were talking about boxing. So
you're right.
Crossover fans.
Yeah, exactly. You're right. I crossed over because it got to a stage in boxing where you had too many belts and no one was fighting the best fighters. They was all fighting donkeys, let's be honest, and it was all cuddling in the middle of the ring. So that's why most people went over to UFC. But now it's starting to come back. But now it seems to be going back the other way again in boxing. You know, these fighters have got to start fighting each other at the top of their level. That's what we want to see. As boxing.
You've got to realise it's a pyramid situation, or if you like, a domino situation. Before the fight, the best fights the best. The promoters have got to get together, and then the promoters are contracted to other TV stations, so they got to agree. It's one of those things. It's not as easy as anything. Just because AJ and Tyson Fury want to fight each other. What about so who's going to have the purse? You got BT Sport, and you got Sky, you got DAZN, and you got Top Rank. Who's going to get the fighters purse? They still got. You say who cares, but the fact of the matter is that it's not as easy as it is. In UFC, there's only one person. It's Dana White.
If you're what I'm trying to say is right. If I'm say Fury, you're Dillian Whyte, whatever, right? Or I'm Dillian Whyte, you're Fury. It doesn't matter, right? Whatever way round you go. If we want to fight each other, then we will tell our promoters to fucking get it done no matter what. That's what I mean. If you really want to get it done.
Yeah, and your promoters will say, well, let's build the fight up first. We've got to negotiate, blah, blah. Yeah, boxers are there to fight, and promoters are there to promote, and TV executives are there to sell the fight. It's not that easy. And that's why boxing's always going to be complicated, because you've got to realise, right, is that boxing has never had it good like it had with TV. You know what I mean? They never had it that good.
Danny said, Terry is right. How long did we wait for Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao? You said that and all, didn't you?
Too long.
Yeah. Well, it was, because obviously they was both at their prime. You want to see these fighters in their prime. Gio with a super chat. Thank you very much, mate. He said, Kenny Ken, the legend. Terry, Khabib versus Gav will be good. If Khabib wins, he will be the UFC fighter ever, especially since his father passed. Yeah, you're right, Gio. I'm not a lover of Khabib. I'm a big Conor McGregor fan, but he won fair and square. He absolutely annihilated him. I would have loved to have seen Khabib and McGregor with the rematch, but obviously this is the thing. What we're talking about, Ken. Garif has won his fight, and he's the one next that he's got to fight for the belt, and that's what's happening. He's fighting for the belt next because he's won his fight. That's what I'm saying. That's how it should be. It should be a league table. If you win your fights, you get up to the second, and when you're in that second place, you fight the title. It's as simple and easy as that.
And definitely, and you've got to realise it was like boxing was like that until the 1980s. And you know who's responsible for that? You know who was responsible for that? That middleweight, that sort of quartet of Sugar Ray Leonard, Tommy Hearns, Roberto Duran, and Marvin Hagler. All four great fighters, but all four, in my opinion, are responsible for the fact that we have different belts where basically they all protected their careers and fought each other and built the fights up, blah blah blah, went up a few weights. But this is where you had different fighters contracted to different TV stations. I mean, you look at what happened with Mike Tyson and Lex Lewis. One's with Showtime and one's with HBO. Come on, it's you can't put the genie back in a bottle, Tell.
Yeah, no, I know. I do get where you're coming from, Ken. I'm just trying to look at it from a fan's point of view and from a fighter's point of view, because surely you want to fight the best when you're at your best, because you don't want. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. You don't want all this talk when you retire. Well, you only fought him when he was, you know what I mean? He was basically retiring anyway, or you only won because he was too young. Do you know what I'm saying?
I hear you. But you got to realise, right, is that sometimes these fights, you got to realise, right, is some fighters peak at different times. Mike Tyson was at his best in his early 20s. So his prime was, and then 10 years later, Lewis is at his prime. Both about the same, roughly the same age, but the ships are passed because they all went in different eras. And I think that's the same thing. I think where you come from is that Joshua and Fury, their eras are actually very close together. You know what I mean? And in terms of age as well. Like Fury obviously had that great win in Germany. Plus he's done it again in Las Vegas in February. And Joshua's won the 4 belts back. So I do get where you're coming from. They're both, as far as you're concerned, both fighters are in their prime. But one of them has got issues with his mental health.
Yeah. I'm just going to change just a little bit quickly, Ken, because I'm going to end it in a minute. We've been going for nearly 3 hours and 20 minutes.
Too right.
Omar is saying we were talking about just earlier that Fabio Romano on Twitter has basically guaranteed that Gabriel will be an Arsenal player by Monday.
Well, people can confirm what they like, but you've got to realise, right, is that people say things have been agreed, but it looks like Arsenal need to get used to the fact that the players they're going to go for, they're going to be involved in auctions, and that's the way football is. And right now, it seems like the club have got an auction where Napoli are part of that auction, and now Man United to come into the fray as well, because so.
Well, Kenny was 22 million. He was 22 million about a week ago. Man United entered the bidding. Now we've paid 30 million. So
see that's the problem. That's the thing. You've got to realise right now is that one of our predecessors protected us from the fact that we weren't going in auction for players, and most importantly, weren't dealing with third-party agents. Because of so right now he's gone, we're actually, seeing the reality of football business, something which we've been protected from for such a long time because one man was at the helm. But this is football business, and you can scout a player as much as you like. Remember, we had Eden Hazard scouted for about 2 years when he was at Lille. Guess where he ends up? That we lose that because he goes to an auction with Man City, Man United, and Chelsea, and he decides to play for the European champions. Yet we're the ones doing all the scouting. And there's been other players as well that we've gone for. Remember Jovic as well? We were scouting for a long time. He ends up at Man City. Football's a bastard thing. Until Gabriel signs a dotted line, I'm not going to be convinced by anything.
Okay, Nick said you streaming tomorrow for the Champions League final. Yes, we are, mate. We'll be back and we'll be on for the Champions League final.
There's no way. I'll tell you now. I'll make a prediction now. Bayern Munich will hammer them tomorrow. Munich will hammer them.
I totally agree.
Hey, don't ask me for my prediction because after what's happened today, I don't even. I don't even want to, even talk about predictions because I'll tell you one thing, right? If you ever, when they talk about being hitting the back of the head with a wet fish, well, I feel like that after what's happened at Matchroom headquarters half an hour ago.
With another super chat. Fights don't get done because of TV networks. They are greedy, especially in the States. We pay basically $100 for an HD fight.
Yeah, and that's the thing. And that's the thing because simple reason is that it's like when you're a dedicated boxing fighter, because these fights are promoted so well, you're forced to pay for it because the days of like watching fights mainstream long length. I mean, probably they pay-per-view was happening probably in the 80s in the United States. So so they're probably about 20 years ahead of us in terms of like what we're experiencing. But that's the level of money that is in sport now. It's basically if you don't have a cable, you can't watch major sporting events no more in America.
Well, Kenny, I've been on since. Can we wrap it up? Sorry, boys.
Definitely. I'm ready to go anyway, but I just wanted to.
No. I've been on since 6:45 because we were doing the women's failure in the Champions League. They went down with a fight though. So I'd make it. I've been roughly on for 5.5 hours. So
hey, that's dedication, mate. Dedication.
As much as I'm doing all this, I'm a bit tired.
Guys,
thank you anyway. Thank you everyone in the chat for everything tonight. Thank you, Terry. Thank you, Kenny, as well. Kenny, thank you for coming on later. No, I sent you that link. I just wanted to see your reaction. I know it's a disappointing night. Let's hope it's not the end. Let's not hope it's not the end for Dylan. Let's hope he comes back and comes. Yeah. I hope it's not the end because for me, for 4 rounds, he was the best. He was well on top in that fight.
Definitely, yeah.
It's just one punch. It reminded me of the Buster Douglas. Mike Tyson fight. Very thanks for your help tonight. Thank you very much. Well done. Thanks for even Stan the Man. Thanks to earlier for Diesel. Thanks to everyone. Enjoy Sunday. Back tomorrow. Back Diesel. Did I say Diesel? Didn't I?
Yeah.
Thanks to Diesel. Thanks to everyone. Back tomorrow. Champions League final. Maybe we might have a transfer update tomorrow.
I doubt it.
Is Gabriel signing? Is Gabriel going to be a gooner by Monday? So. Find out on Claude and the Bansters tomorrow. Take care, everyone.
See ya.